Just the Luka the dice. Hello there, Wargamers, and welcome to another episode of Just the Luka the Dice, Age of Sigmar edition. Today I play with John, who should be familiar because he's been here pretty much all week playing war games with us here. We just played a game of 40k 2 days ago. That was,
If you guys didn't watch it, just sadness.
Yeah.
So much sadness.
I tried out Primaris Space Wolves, like an entire line of Primaris Space Wolves for the first time. In fact, I guarantee this video is going to go up before that one. So I guess we'll try to avoid spoilers. You have no idea who won. It's what I tried versus what he tried. It was questionable in the end. We found out some stuff. Anyways, we're playing Age of Sigmar today. We're doing 2,000 points, Blades of Khorne, I'm at 1980, versus 2,000 points on the dot, Legions of Nagash, specifically Legions of Sacrament. Now, John here is more experienced with Seraphim, but he was really keen on playing Legions of Nagash, and who better than myself to observe him as he plays and to suggest certain things here and there. Now, it's not the most powerful list. It's more like, I want to run that because that looks cool, that looks cool, that looks cool. Sure. So I brought a Khorne list to kind of correspond with it, and we'll see how this game goes. We're going to do one of the random 12 scenarios out of the General's Handbook. We're also going to randomize what plane of existence we play on as well. One of the 7 available realms, of course. I guess without further ado, let's get to the game. And if you want to come by and wargame with myself here at MiniWarGaming at the bunker, go to miniwargaming.com/challenge. I'm kind of craving to do some 30K. I'm always craving to do some 30K and some lockdown. I haven't done a lockdown in a while, which is my own little 40K little special game where we randomize our chapters and our legions and just kind of throw down a really wonky game from there. And no good stuff is allowed, so it's only bad stuff. Anyways, to the game, right? To the game. We got the Blades of Khorne over here. 1,980 points. I will be getting a triumph in this game, you know, if I remember. We are running 1 battalion. It is going to be Skullfiend. This is a battalion I've been running a few times in the past in smaller games, so I want to see how it does in larger games. I like its beautiful simplicity and the potential power it could have, assuming everything goes well. Now, Skullfiend is over here on the left, so I'll go over that. It consists of 1 Bloodstoker. There we go, I remembered. You can have 2 to 3 units of Skull Reaper, so I have 2. Up to 2 units of Khorgoraths, so I have 2 units of 2. And I can include up to 2 units of Blood Reapers or Blood Warriors, so I did 2 units of Blood Warriors, both at 10-man squads because I want that Blood Glaive. I played a game last time. I think you guys have already seen it, and I realized after the game, like, oh wait, I cheated. I brought 5-man squads and I included 2 Blood Glaives. But to be fair, one of those squads died before I could do anything. And that means, you know, it would have been a 10-man squad, blah, 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 all that stuff. It wasn't perfect, but you know what? I didn't do so well, so that's what I get for cheating. And the Skullfiend is pretty basic. If anything rolls an unmodified wound roll of 6, I believe in the fight phase, not that that matters too much, and they're wholly within, I believe, 12 inches of this guy, they get to add 1 damage to that. So all my 1 damage attacks become 2 damage attacks, etc., etc. Now, if he dies, I lose all that ability. So it's kind of all on this 5 wound character to not die. And he also has to be really close to the front lines. So, yeah. In these 2 squads of Blood Warriors, they're all Gore Fists. I had to go back and use some of the older models, but, you know, trying to keep it WYSIWYG. I love the new Gore Fists now. I've said this a million times in the past. I can't get over them. And, of course, the Skull Reapers got changed to be... it doesn't really matter what weapons you use. They have the Demon Blades or they have the Gore Slick Blades. They both have the same rules in the end. The rest of the forces that are not part of the Skullfiend that make up the rest of my force, I have 4 characters because I love characters with the Blades of Khorne. Am I right? Am I wrong? I don't know, but it's what I like. I have 2 Slaughter Priests. None of them are anything special other than the prayers that they took, the Blood Blessings of Khorne. The one on the left has Killing Frenzy, so I choose a Khorne unit wholly within 60 and they get +1 to hit. The one beside him will have Bronzed Flesh. I pick a Khorne unit wholly within 16, they get +1 of their saving throw until my next hero phase. That will work really well in the Skull Reapers or the Blood Warriors because they both have a 4 up base, which puts them up to a 3 up. Or I can put these guys up to 2 up saves if I need to. Bringing the Blood Secrator, just because I want that aura of +1 attack to anything wholly within 16 of him, I believe. And lastly, we have got the Mighty Lord of Khorne. It was him or Wrathmongers. I think Wrathmongers would have done better, but I wanted a character that benefited from the command trait and the relic really well for the... Oh, sorry, I forgot to say, I am the Skull Taker. the Skullfiend tribe of my slaughter host, which is the one that has the ability that benefits Coregrass really well. In addition to that, my army gets to reroll hit rolls of 1 if they're within 12 inches of an enemy hero. And my relic and command trait, the command trait is Master Decapitator. Anytime he kills a hero or a monster, I believe, he gets an extra blood type point. And the artifact is Crown Cleaver. It just gives one of his weapons plus 2 attacks. So I'm going to choose his Reality Splitting Axe to have an additional 2 attacks instead of its, I think, 3. And because I have a battalion I can take a second relic, I took the Talisman of Burning Blood on the Bloodstoker here. Just because he's already going to be close to a lot of my units, I might as well give him another aura ability that increases run rolls by 1 and charge rolls by 1 as well, which works really well with these Skull Reapers because their banners got reworked to increasing charge rolls by 1 as well. So they get plus 2 to their charge rolls, and they're all immune to morale now is their new rule. It's what the banners got reworked to. Now we can take a look at the Legions of Nagash, and John pointed out we had a missed opportunity. I could always change the lights too, but we have little red glowing lights behind this table and the weird purple amethyst glowing light behind my force over there. Yeah, didn't really make sense on that decision, but whatever. We had the Legions of Nagash at exactly 2,000 points, Legions of Sacrament, I should be specific, and of course we have Arkhan the Black, so he is going to be the general, he has to be. John, why don't you let the people know what you have and why you picked it?
Alright, I have some hex rates over here. I wanted them because they're fast, heavy hitters. Needed something that could flank potentially. So
that's fair.
Yeah. 3 20-man squads of skeleton warriors. They all have sword and board. And skeleton warriors, cheap battle line, so
yeah.
Why not? White King with Baleful Toonblade. I like the name. That's why I took him. I'm not even joking.
That's fair. Okay.
Necromancer. You need a Necromancer. You're playing Death.
Now,
Necromancer.
What spell did you take on him?
Alright, we gave him Overwhelming Dread as his spell.
It's always really good, so why not?
Yeah. Alright, we have a Purple Son of Saish.
Nice.
Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
50 points now, everyone.
Yeah, and it looked cool, that's why I took it.
That's fair.
Arkhan the Black with Decrepify. We have a Vampire Lord on Zombie Dragon, and he has Ancient Shield with Chalice of Blood.
Nice.
He has the Death Lance with, he has my Relic, which is the Azerbane Standard, and his spell is Vile Transference.
So the Azerbane Standard reduces wound rolls of 1 for every enemy unit within 6 inches of him. So that's quite the powerful relic. But it's a really good one from the Legion of Sacrament.
Yeah. And finally we have a Terrorgeist, because it's a Terrorgeist,
yeah.
And why not?
So this is just a Terrorgeist out of the Legions of Nagash. Potentially very powerful if you roll 6s to, I think it's 6s to hit with his Fanged Maw, do automatic 6 mortal wounds flat.
I mean, that seems okay.
Yeah, that does seem very okay. A little bit better with Flesh Eater Courts because they have rerolls, but still terrifying to consider. And that is what we have for the Legions of Nagash in this 2,000 point game. This is the battlefield for today's game between John and myself. Tundra Field. I love the Tundra battlefields. If you guys see me playing them too much, well, I don't apologize. I think they're beautiful. I just like the mat and the other one as well. This is the Table War mat. I like the studio level one as well that we have. The studio level terrain here are all the trees and a few of the structures and the rocks over here. I find they pair nicely with the terrain we got from Greenleaf Terrain from Adam, and they match the mat really well as well. And we also have some Citadel Arcane Ruins that are just acting as terrain features for this game as well. We're fighting on this battlefield, which is atop some sort of ancient tomb, I'll say, or like a crypt. Imagine a Draugr tomb from Skyrim. That's what I always picture this terrain feature as. For anyone who wants to reminisce, just imagine all those times you had to go save the village's hunger problem, all the stolen bread in that Draugr tomb, or you have to help me, my wife, she's leaving me, but we found lost love again, but she got lost in a Draugr tomb, or that one time that my daughter was kidnapped and the kidnapper ran to hide in a Draugr tomb, or all the times you have to go to a Draugr tomb for whatever reason in Skyrim, and the classic thief that stole the dragon claw, the golden dragon claw, and went to the Draugr tomb to hide naturally. Okay, if they're so active and so legendary, why would everyone go to hide in them or do nasty things? It makes worse sense.
It's like, I saw a meme where it was like, in Morrowind, oh god, a skeleton! In Skyrim, it's like, oh thank god, it's just a skeleton.
It's just a skeleton. It's like, It's ridiculous, but I love it. I love the comedy factor of it. Anyways, what we're going to do here, we're actually going to play on one of the 7 available realms. And we're just going to randomize it. We're just going to roll a d8, rerolling 8s, because Heavens is not available. Only good boys live in heaven. It's going to be realm number... I find I always get Shaiish.
I'm going to say 7.
4. Realm of Beasts, everyone. Okay. You know what? Kind of could make sense, because we've got like all these giant direwolf statues and stuff like that. Ideally, all the realms tend to normalize around the center and you get more like human looking things, or so I've been told in the past or read in the past. This is going to be the Realm of Beasts today, which means we have Wild Form as a spell, goes off on a 5, and you choose a unit within 12 to get +2 to run and charge rolls. I find that the death magic will be a little bit better than that, but it might come up. I, of course, myself don't have any wizards, so I won't be casting that. And then we have the monsters beasts as well. So both of us are going to go pick a random neutral monster of anything we like and add it to the table after we set up our armies. And they have their own specific rules, which I'll get into after we set up our armies. And you know what? I will go ahead and roll the Realmscape feature right now. We're going to grab a d6, and John, I'll let you do the honors. A 1, there's no real nastiness going on, and then the higher we roll, the more volatile. the more volatile it is. So, wow, okay. We're both gonna set up an additional beast. So that means there's 4 monsters on this table, and this game just went out the window.
Alright, well, Taco Cat hitting early.
Here we go, folks. Blessed Taco Cat die. Thank you for providing. And so it's friggin' the territory of beasts, apparently. This is where they migrate through, and we just so happen to choose this place to fight over. So.
Wait, Luka, what you're saying is the beasts are migrating to the Draugr Tomb?
To the Draugr Tomb. You know, I changed what I said about Shaiish coming up all the time. I feel like this one's come up a lot. Beasts, monsters, and Gur. So thank you. Okay, we're gonna roll a d12 and figure out what scenario we're playing then. Well, Johnny did so good last time. Why don't you roll this d12 as well?
This is where I would roll a 12.
That's a 7.
Hey, my lucky number.
Boom. And that, folks, is total commitment. So we got the table split up down the center here. We got player B, player A over here. We got the objectives in each territory. 1 there, 1 there, and 1 over there, and 1 over here. Now, with these objectives, it's pretty basic. Line right down the center for the territory, so the territories encompass each half of the table all the way up to the center line, and you have to deploy more than 9 inches away from the center line. So that means we're 18 inches apart in this game, and you score 1 victory point for each objective you control in your territory at the end of the your player turn, and you get, I believe it was 2 or 3 for your opponents. It was 3 points. So 1 for your own, 3 for your opponents, 5 battle rounds. Simple as that. We're gonna roll off, pick territories, and start deploying. I'm going to be getting a 2, and John gets a 4. So do you want this territory or that territory?
I'll take that side.
The far side? Okay.
Yeah.
So John will be deploying his units first, I'll be deploying second, and then whoever deploys first dictates who goes first. I do have a battalion, though. Deployment and setup is complete. Well, setup is not complete yet. For our size deployments, I have a big line of Blades of Khorne. I got Double Slaughter Priest, both squads of my Skull Reapers, one in front of the other. Bloodstoker all near them, they're wholly within 8 of him. Those are the only things really the Khorgoraths are, I suppose, as well. The unit of Khorgorath. And we got my Blood Secretor, Blood Warriors, with my Mighty Lord of Khorne behind them, Blood Warriors over here, and my squad of Khorgorath. And my Blood Reavers holding that objective, and other Blood Reavers holding this objective. Across from me, we got 20-man skeletons, White King and Terrorgeist on the front. We got 20 skeletons over here guarding this objective, like my Blood Reavers. Hex Wraiths, another 20-man squad of skeletons with a Necromancer at the front, with the Zombie Dragon on the far flank, being ridden by the Vampire Lord, and Arkhan the Black leading from the back. Kind of surrounding that one objective as well. Now, after setup is complete, both players set up a monster, starting with the player that finished deploying first, which was me. And these monsters have to be more than 9 inches away from other monsters and more than 9 inches away from enemies. Sorry, I shouldn't say enemies. More than 9 away from other monsters and more than 9 away from any other models on the table. So pretty much 9 away from models. And we have 4 monsters to set up. I'll show you what we picked after we set them up. Monsters are set up. First, I set up a Basilisk in the back right corner. Now both John and myself picked similar models. He also picked a Basilisk. And then I set up a Hydra over here, and John then set up a Hydra over here. Now the way these monsters work is at the start of every battle round, they check to see what the nearest unit is to them, and then they join the side that is the enemy of that unit. So for example, at the start of the battle round, this Hydra and this Basilisk are going to see that the Reavers on both ends are closest. So that means they join John's forces, and then he gets full control of them on his turn. And the same is true for my Hydra, who went over here to stop them. Now John deployed these guys back here, which is something I probably should have done, but I kind of forgot about it. So I couldn't deploy anything in his backline. So I have flanking monsters. Hydra over here, and I got a Basilisk over there near the Zombie Dragon. Now of course the Zombie Dragon can just fly away, but the Basilisk will still join me in the first battle round of the game. This is really good, because they can score objectives for him, because they're technically part of his army. Also, I forgot to note John's grave sites. We have one right there, one right here, so and that one over there. So 2 of them wholly within his territory, and 2 kind of a little bit further out. I put my altar right here, as you can see, obviously. I finished deploying first, so I get to dictate who goes first here in this game, and I'm really not too sure. I always like to go second, just because if I go first, I can't really charge you, but I could charge and fight over here. But I'm thinking, is that worth it? Is that something? It's like distracting for me. Kind of like wasting the first turn, but it means a couple blood tithe points and it's securing my flanks over here. The problem is I can't. They're going to go in and kill them off. He's going to go in over there and kill them off. So I think I want to go first, even though I don't want to go first. And I can still, I guess, set myself up in a defensive-ish position and see what happens.
Why not let the dice decide?
No, I'd much rather go first. It's going to be me. I normally like to go second, but I think in this case I'm going to go first. So at the start of the first battle round, the monsters join their allegiances. So these are now John's monsters, and those are my monsters. So I guess I get to act with my monsters right away too, which is also another benefit.
Yeah.
And it'll be turn 1 for the Blades of Khorne. So the Basilisks are awful in close combat and just combat in general, but they have a couple good abilities. They have a Malignant Gaze, as a Basilisk would normally do. They focus its malice upon its intended victim, its eyes radiating with evil as the enemy slowly melts into a pile of steaming flesh and blistering metal. He's going to do that to this guy. In my hero phase, I pick an enemy unit within 12 that is visible to it, so they are visible to each other. You roll a d6. On a 1, nothing happens. On a 2 to 3, it's d3 mortal wounds. On a 4 or more, it's d3 plus 1 mortal wounds. And it's going to be d3, so up to 4 mortal wounds. And it will be 4 mortal wounds. But you're a hero, so you ignore this. Deathless minions! Oh, he still takes 4. I think he's got 14 wounds? This ancient vampire lord, probably master strategist. Never expected the wild basilisk to approach. Boop. Though I guess I technically should have started with my prayers because they have to go off at the start of the hero phase. So I'm going to go with Bronze Flesh first on a 4 or more, but I get to re-roll it. It's a good thing because I'm near the altar. The altar says do better. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Wow.
You know what? I think it's time for some mortal wounds.
You're starting.
And those ones, the blood blessings, are only 1 mortal wound on a 1. But you know what? I didn't really want it anyways, obviously. So we're going to go with Killing Frenzy on the other one on a 4 or more. I get to re-roll it. All right. You know what? I didn't want my blood blessings anyways. I didn't want my blood blessings anyways. You know, and you know what? It's fine. I'm too far away, I think, to do Blood Boil. Oh yes, I am many inches away to do Blood Boil. So that is not going to be happening. And that's pretty much it for my hero phase, because his abilities at the start of the movement phase and his abilities in the charge phase now. We're also playing the Hydras without the handler rule, so they don't get whipped into battle, and they don't actually have the handler's cruel whips and barbs for attacks, because they're wild Hydras. There's no taming them. And that's it for my hero phase. On to movement. I'm going to start with this Hydra, as it's going to go try and munch on some skeletons behind that ruin. Moves 8 inches, but I have to be more than 3 away, so he's going to go there. Now this Basilisk may not be good in combat, but he's still going to try and do combat. He's going to stay more than 3 away. He's got a 10-inch move. Also, at the start of the movement phase, I would have had to whip something into shape. So they get +3 to the run, charge, and they get to reroll failed wound rolls in the fight phase with him. So I have to be wholly within 8 for that, and I think... I actually have no idea who's going to do that. I'm going to do it to the Khorgoraths over here, I think. He's going to say hi to the Hydra. He's going to move 4 inches, well, -1 for going down the cliff. So a total of 5. And he's going to call over some assistance in the form of the Khorgorath. I'm going to treat this as impassable, and they're going to go to here. And he's going to have to go, This guy's going to move up a couple of inches. Just so he's got that a banner a little bit further, and I measure over this way, and the 16 inches will cover over here as well. I'm going to go ahead and run the Skull Reapers in the front. They get +1 to this roll because they're near the Talisman of Burning Blood, so they roll 9 in total. So that's going to go you to there, you to there. And you're going to go a little staggered because you have to go around. You to there, you to there. You're going to bring it in, keep it coherent. We're running these guys next, an extra 4, they're just going to get stuck behind them. Ah! Did they go that way? Yeah, they'll go this way. Which is going to be a 10 in total, so we're going to go over this way. Running... You know what, we'll run the Reavers first, not that it matters. They get +1 to that, they roll a total of 8. So they're going to go over this way. But I think they're going to daisy chain near this objective, because I'm going to need something to control it. Because I don't know if I'm actually going to end up having any models nearby in the end. They're going to make a mad dash for the other objective. It's going to take them a while though. We're running the Bloodstoker. An extra 2, but it becomes a 3 because he's got the Talisman. He's going to go 9 inches, and he's going to end up there. Running these Blood Warriors, they get no bonuses, but they do roll a 10 in total. Oh, that's pretty respectable. They're going to go up, 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 up. Here they go. These Blood Warriors are going to move. They're 5 inches. It's about an 8-inch charge to get into that Basilisk after they move. Gotta deal with these backline monsters and acquire Blood Tithe points, obviously. Korgoraths are gonna move up as well. And these Reavers are gonna move over this way. And they're gonna have just end their turn with a couple of guys within 6 of that objective. Though I don't think they're gonna be charging. We're running Slaughter Priest with Killing Frenzy. He goes 2 extra inches, or +1 because he's near the Talisman of Burning Blood, and so will the other one. With that, he runs to there. I'm gonna move him back. I'm gonna run the other Slaughter Priest with Bronze Flesh. You know what? He's just gonna go there. He's got 5 wounds left. Nothing in range for Bone Tentacles. They're a 6 1/4 inch away. Yeah, they're not shooting anything either. So that actually brings it to charging. Pretty much my whole thing in the front ran. I was really hoping to get Bronze Flesh off and Killing Frenzy off. That would have been ideal. Now I have unbuffed guys in the front, ready to take a hit on the good old cheek. So we'll see how that goes. We're gonna start this charge phase off proper, I guess. Do I use this command ability? I don't think I need to. Oh, maybe, because these guys could all reroll their charges as well. We're gonna use Gore Lord. So at the start of the charge phase, all mortal Khorne units wholly within 16 of him get to reroll charge ranges. That's actually only going to be these 2 units though, because they're not demons nor are they mortals. They're essentially just big chaos spawn. So we're going to start with the Mighty Lord of Khorne and his. Actually, no, we're going to start with them because they might be out of range after he charges. So Blood Warriors charging first. Needing an 8, but it's rerollable. They'll just take the 9 instead. Ending there, leaving a lane for the Khorgorath to attempt to charge. A 7 is probably a fail. They would have needed an 8. Now I could reroll that with my general, but I think I'm okay. Now we're going to go ahead and charge the Mighty Lord of Khorne in as well. He needs barely anything. So he'll take the double 6, naturally. The problem is with him, he's pretty slow, so I don't want him to overcommit. So he's just going to go to here. And then the Khorgoraths are going to attempt to charge. I think a 6 actually gets them in, because they were a 6 1/4 away, but he has to wheel around a little bit. The 6 would fail by a little bit, so I need a 7 inch to get in. It's about a 6 1/4, 7 inches after wheeling around that rock there. I think the Mighty Lord of Khorne needs some support, so I'm going to command point reroll this with him nearby. Getting a 7. There you go. Now they're in. So don't have to measure that. I know I'd get base to base there, and then this guy would end up there. Well, folks, that's pretty much it. So we're going to open up with the Khorgoraths going, because they have the potential to do the most amount of damage. So him piling in. I love these trees, but that's like the 8th time I've hit that tree. I don't know why it's such an issue for me right now, but it's really getting under my skin. I don't know why I'm having such bad luck with it right now. I'm just being sloppy and reckless. So he'll pile in. Jeez, I'm getting stuck in everything, and he'll pile into there, and then they'll put all of their attacks into, well, this fancy dragon. Well, Hydra, I guess. They are wholly within 16 of the banner, so they'll get extra attacks as well. Pause. John caught that I haven't done anything with those monsters over there yet, so I'm going to go quickly, shoot them and charge them. So he's got 1 attack. He shoots a pathetic little acid spittle. Hits on a 5. Yeah, he misses. War Hydra's going to throw out some Fiery Breath, 3s to hit. Okay.
That was not the best.
3s to wound.
That was also still not the best.
So with one rend, they have no save.
Correct.
So that just kills 2 of them because there's no heroes within 6.
Blah blah.
Blah blah. And now we charge. So this Hydra will charge. Roar! He makes it. Huzzah! And this Basilisk will charge. Hurrah! Good enough! Bam! Basilisk doesn't know any better than to charge a big scary monster. So I'm still gonna go first with the Khorgorath. Khorgoraths have 6 attacks each with their claws, 3s to hit. No rerolls either, because I'm not really near any enemy heroes. 3s to wound. That's pretty good. We have 6 wounding hits. 5 up armor saves because the Hydra's got a 4 base. So I think you just died.
Okay.
That's 12 damage. The Hydra just gets cut down per failed all the saves. That's 2 damage each. Blood tithe point!
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna go with the Vampire Lord against this pathetic little Basilisk.
Okay, starting with the Death Lance, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 3s.
2
I
hits.
think the 6.
I owe you a 6 up save because I only have a 5 up. I make 1, so I take 2 damage so far. On this 10 wound model, I got 8 wounds left. The Fanged Maw's got 3 attacks on 4s, so 1 hits, 3 to wound, with a rend of 2, so I have no save against that. And it's just d6 damage.
Alright.
So I got 8 wounds left. I got 6 wounds left, and then we have 7 attacks with the sword-like claws. 4s to hit. Mew.
Alright, that was pretty.
3 hit rolls, 3s to wound, with a
All
rend
right.
of 1. This is enough to kill me. I need to make 1 of these. So I won't. That's 6 damage. That's all I had left. So you kill him too. Oh, I don't even get to do a little bite. No. All right. So he's dead. And blood tithe point. And then we're gonna go with these blood warriors. We're gonna pile in and around. So 2, 1. Yeah, we're gonna get him to about here, and then the rest will go in as well. In fact, he's gonna go over this way, and then boop and a boop. So that means you'd have to go here. I have to do one more thing before we proceed with this fight. Corrosive Miasma. It would be the same for the Vampire Lord. On a 2 or more, you get to do a mortal wound to me before I fight you, and I'll do the same to you. So is that a 2?
That was a 3.
It was a 3.
Yeah.
So I take a mortal wound, and then before the vampire got to strike on a 2 or more, he takes a mortal wound, but he ignores it on a 6 because he's a death hero. So he takes another wound. So he's down to 9, and one of my guys is wounded. Boop. Down to 1 remaining on him, and then I'll attack with my guys. Unfortunately, I didn't get my champion or the special weapon in, so make sure they're all 1 inch away. So we got 1, 2, 3, 5 guys attacking. 3's to hit with the Blood Warriors. Woo!
Oh, wow. Oh, man.
Look at that roll!
Jeez.
4's to wound. Nice.
Hey.
2 wounds. 5 up armor saves on that Basilisk.
This is where I make both of them. Oh.
Close. I do 1 damage. You got 9 wounds left. 13 guys attack. Well, 12 guys attacking, but 13 attacks in total because of the champion. Killing off the couple with fiery breath helped this Hydra's lifespan quite a bit. Hitting on 3s because there's a hero within 18. 4's to wound.
Alright, come on, guys. You can do it.
Yeah, that's 4 wounds.
Yeah, not the worst.
4 up armor.
Wow.
I take a damage.
Alright.
I got 11 left. And then he'll attack right back. 2 attacks with the clawed limbs. 3's to hit. 3 to wound. Rend 1, it just kills 1 skeleton. They get no save. And then I'm going to have 6 attacks with the razor sharp fangs. 4's to hit.
Oh!
Never mind. This is going to be a long fight. 3's to wound. No save. D3 skeletons die. So 3 skeletons get nommed up. Bam, bam, bam. This Basilisk has 1 bite attack that hits on a 3.
Watch out, he's gonna get you.
It hits and wounds on a 3 with a rend of 2. Oh,
Hey!
that's a good rend. So I'm going to have a 6 up armor save. Which
Hey!
failed. That's actually 3 damage.
Hey!
So it kills him off. Oh, he does not get to do anything back. And we'll say this guy dies as well. And he gets no respite, so he gets to fight after all the attacks are done. 6 crushing claw attacks, 4's to hit.
We're gonna call this the Crushinator. Oh!
That's what you get. You get nothing.
You know,
4's to wound.
it was a Futurama reference, first of all.
Wow.
Crushinator did not do anything.
He did not do nada. So my no respite, 3's to hit, and a 4 to wound. I do nothing as well. Nice. And the last thing I actually get to fight with is, oh, that kind of sucks. That's the nearest enemy. I was going to say, he gets to pile in because he charged, and he didn't actually get a chance to fight anything. This is the nearest, so I'm going to pile in kind of 3 inches that way, and then go to get closer to him. And then that's pretty much all she wrote. So I'm still dealing with this Basilisk. You killed that one. You're still dealing with my Hydra, but I killed your Hydra. So I'm happy I got my Hydra alive at least.
We're like even-ish?
Even-ish, yeah. I think it's going to take these guys a while to cut him up, though. They're definitely too far away to get the extra attacks. That's why they're kind of piddly right now. But at the end of my turn, I now control this objective and this objective, and I get 2 victory points. Currently Bravery 7 because I got the banner. We're good. We're gonna have to do Battle Shock. Skeletons lost. On a 5 or more, they're running. Don't worry, they're good. The first thing I have to do is heal, but I don't think anything can heal these skeletons because the gravesite's way over there and the nearest hero is that White King. So they're out of hero support. Oh, jeez. Bounce, bounce, bounce. He's gonna drink from his once per game chalice though. He heals D6 wounds. He's at 9 currently. He needs a 5 or more to go back to full. Nice! So my Basilisk didn't really do much to him, but his chalice is gone too. So this Vampire Lord is gonna cast a spell first. I'm not in range to dispel it, so he's got free reign.
And Mystic Shield it is. Ugh.
He rolls a 5 in total, but that's still not enough to pass because he's Legion of Sacrament.
Good start.
Just like my prayers. We have Arkhan using first of the Mortarks, increasing the range of all wizard spells on his Death Wizard spells by 6 inches, putting him in range of Curse of Years against these Blood Warriors.
Alright.
Which he's gonna throw out.
6.
So you get an 11 in total.
Sweet.
Man, I have 2 Blood Tithe points. I could automatically stop that if I wanted to, but I really want my Blood Tithe points. But then Curse of Years could instantly kill that unit, which would give me a Blood Tithe point. Or I could try and stop it because I do have a guy within 30 inches. Man.
Joe 12.
I need to show a 12 to stop it. Because it's so unpredictable, this spell. It usually just doesn't do anything. Like, you get 2 6s and then maybe a 5 for like 3 mortal wounds, but it could go infinite. And if it goes infinite, well, that's always cool too, so I don't stop it.
Okay.
So now we have to get 10 dice. Alright, Blood Warriors. Can you stop getting old?
Come on, Taco Kitties.
We got 3, so that's 3 mortal wounds already, and I have no way to stop these, so we just kind of keep going. And then these need to roll into 5s. There we go, I got another one, so that's 4 mortal wounds. This has to be a 4. Ooh, yep, there we go, it's gonna happen. Oh no, it's good. 3 up. 2 up. Oh! Very, very close. So wait, I lost track. So we had 3, and then 1 5, and a 4. So we had 3, 1 5, 1 4,
1 3.
A 3. So
6.
6 more wounds. That does kill 3 off still. Ooh, talk about a big time yikes. 1 dies. We're gonna say you die as well, and you'll die. So I'll have to remember that for the Battle Shock later. Arkhan's gonna cast Overwhelming Dread. He knows that because he knows the spell of the wizards nearby him. And he gets +1 to this.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, great, never mind. That would have been good because even if you got that off, basically it reduces their bravery down to 6. They've lost 3 models, which will make more run away. Or if you got a 9+, it could have reduced their bravery by 2. That's Necromancer's going cast Von Hells with a +1. You got a total of 7. 7 math. Yep. Slaughter Priest will attempt to stop it. I need an 8. I do.
Oh,
all right. Yeah. So like one thing with the Legion of Nagash, if you have a bad magic phase, it doesn't feel great. It's actually very reminiscent of fantasy.
Yeah.
Which I
mean, it wasn't the worst magic phase.
It wasn't the worst.
I did do some stuff.
Yeah, you did. That was heart-rending. That was actually close to very stressful. One thing we forgot: the Vampire Lord actually would have healed the wound after killing the monster. But he healed the full anyway with the chalice, so no big deal there.
And just fly up over here.
Dragon Lord flying up over there.
That way the skeletons can support him.
Yeah. Skeletons moving up their grand total of 4 inches.
Yeah, they're running so fast.
Oh yeah, they are. Skeletons move up there, Necromancer follows. Terrorgate's going straight. Boop, into Mighty Skull Reapers, or Skull Reapers. Skeleton's also moving forward. 4 over here. We're gonna have a line of scrimmage here, and we're gonna see who can kind of grind out and win.
Who fumbles first?
Right. Yeah, with that Vampire Lord on the flank, I'm not too confident for those Blood Warriors. That's where they end up, and he's gonna move 4 inches.
Actually, he's gonna advance.
He's just gonna run? Alright.
Yeah.
So he's gonna go 4 plus 5, so he goes 9. He's gonna go, support the skeletons so they can reanimate in the next hero phase.
Boom.
X-rays move 12 inches.
Getting up right behind the skeletons.
That's where they end up over there. And the last thing we have to move is Arkhan the Black. I think he moves 14 or 16 inches. So he's going to fly to the other side of it just so he's within 6 of the center of the objective. Forgot about the Basilisk in the hero phase. He gets to stare at something he can see and they take mortal wounds. Who do you want to stare at?
Them.
So on a 1, nothing happens. On a 2 to 3, it's D3. So D3 mortal wounds. It kills
2.
So
or 1.
2 damage, which will kill off you. A little acid spittle, a little pathetic shot hits on 5. Hey, it hits. I think it wounds on a 2.
Don't call it pathetic.
And
don't call it.
For end of 1, I make my save.
Aww.
And it's only 1 damage.
You know,
I don't understand why he has that. Why does he have that attack?
I don't know.
Why Games Workshop? Why Forge World? Why? He's going to shoot his Pestilential Breath at them and automatically hit them because they're unit size. And it wounds on a 2, I think.
Oh, yeah, because he hasn't been...
Yeah, and what's the rank? 3? Something ridiculous?
Yeah, rank
So,
-3.
D6 damage on that breath attack. 6!
Wow.
He paced another 3 of them.
Jeez.
Well, I'm going to give up the champion then.
This Vampire Lord is just out here waxing things.
Yeah, no, the Vampire Lord's having no trouble at all in this game. And we have a Death Streak into these Skull Reapers.
So it's automatically 6 plus whatever I roll, which is 5. So 11.
I just took 4 mortal wounds. So we're going to lose, I guess, this guy here. And we're going to put a wound on the guy in the front. 2 wounds left on him. Yikes, that was a good Death Streak. And then that should be it for shooting. Zombie Lord is going to attempt to charge. Yeah, 7's muy bueno to get in there. So he'll go forward and crash into there. And then I assume the Terrorgeist wants to attempt to charge as well.
Yeah.
So he obviously just needs a 3 or a 4. So a 7 is good on him as well.
Hello, friends.
Crash. Boop, boop. And then I got knocked a little bit there, but that's good.
X-rays, since they have fly, they're going to try to charge the Hydra.
Yep. So that first guy's going to have to clear the skeletons. He's going to need to roll a 10.
Oh.
Sorry, it was actually a 9. The back of his base. We were measuring from the back of his base initially. We forgot that, the front goes a little bit further. So we actually do get into combat. And that should be it for charges. At the start of the combat phase, corrosive miasma from this basilisk. On a 2 or more, they take a mortal wound. They don't. Okay. I think the Terrorgeist is the best bet to go first here against the Skull Reapers. Could be wrong, but we're going to go first with that. He's got 3 attacks with his Fanged Maw, and I think only 4 attacks with his claws.
Yeah.
Starting with the claws on 4s.
Okay.
Yikes. 3's to wound. Okay, we got 2 wounding hits with a rend of 1, which I failed both my saves, so 2d3 damage. So that's going to be 3 damage. I'll keep a tally of that over here. And then 3 attacks with his Fanged Maw. 6s are Fuego. That's 6 mortal wounds and 1 hit.
Jeez.
It wounds on a 3 with a rend of... okay, so it's a total of 9 damage. It's going to kill him off, and he'll be murderous to the last. And I still have 7 wounds to allocate, so it's going to be... Wow. These 2 guys go down, I just have my champion left. So he's got 2 wounds left on him. So that was amazing rolling on that end there. Murderous to the last on a 5 or more, because he was within an inch of the Terrorgeist, you take D3 mortal wounds. You don't. So you're good. He actually just goes down normally. I'm going to go with these Blood Warriors and see if I can do as much damage to this zombie dragon as possible. Or attempt to do as much damage to him as possible. I think I'm getting everyone in but the Banner Bearer, which is fine. So he'll be right there. I got a total of 3 attacks with that glaive, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because I'm near a hero. We don't like heroes. And 3s to wound. 3 wounding hits at rend 1.
Alright, so my 3 up becomes a 4 up?
Yep. 4 up armor.
Oh, wow.
That's 6 damage.
Jeez.
And it was an extra attack because I got him nearby. So that's 6 damage so far, and I got more attacks coming at you. Now their axes attack, hitting on 3s, no rerolling, 4s. So 2 3-up saves. So I do a total of 7 damage, which you ignore on 6s. Well, they did a good amount of damage there, so I won't complain about that.
Alright, 7, looking for 6s.
Looking for 6s to ignore this damage.
Oh, wow.
So it's only 4. That'll put him down to 10. Skeletons are going to pile in more around this Hydra. Get more guys in range to fight. I'm actually going to leave the base open for the Hex Race to kind of slowly grind in themselves. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. Actually, pretty much they're all attacking.
Yeah.
We just pile them in a way so they all do attack with not taking up that much room. Hitting on 3s, because they have a hero nearby.
Ugh.
4s to wound.
That was not the best.
Classic 2 wounds again.
Jeez.
1 damage. Down to 10. Might as well go with this Hydra. I kind of want to cut the Hex Rays down. Hydra's going to attack the Hex Rays because they're outside of hero support for now. We have 1 attack with their Claw. Misses. Then we have 6 attacks with their Fanged Maw. Though you will be ignoring the rend. 4s to hit.
Oh, wow.
Good old 4s to hit. We have a wound at a 4-up save. You're good. Oh, no. The ethereal kicked in really good there. Getting 2 Hex Rays in now, attacking after piling in. And they'll be near the hero now after they pile in because you'll just go boop. There are actually 3 guys attacking because as long as you're touching the base of the skeleton, you're able to attack as well. 7 attacks with their scythes. 6s are frightful touches. So we have 2 6s. That's 2 mortal wounds. And then 2 hits. 3s to wound. Double wound. 5-up save. that's 4 damage in total, and then they should have 6 horsey attacks, which are 5s and 4s or 4s and 5s.
Really bad.
4s and 5s on them. That's 3 hits, 5s to wound, and a 4-up save. Oh, yeah, we make that one. So that's him down to 6 now from the 4 damage. You know what? Before we did that fight, because it didn't matter, we should have attacked first with the Basilisk. So we'll go back and do the Basilisk, and then I would fight with these guys, and then John would finish the rest of his attacks. This is the proper order of doing things. The Basilisk will go first. He's got 1 bite attack. He misses. It's actually only clutching claws. It's not even crushing claws.
Yeah, so now I can't even call it the Crushinator. I'm so disappointed right now.
He's the Clutchinator. Wow, 1 miss. 4 to wound. You got 4. Jeez, okay. I see how it is. With a rend of 1, you take a mortal wound because of Gore Fist, and I take 3 damage. With that 3 damage, you die, but you get to pile in and fight. And over here, you're going to take a wound. So I guess I'll do the Norse Spite now. I only have 2 attacks, 3s to hit, and a 4 to wound. Nothing. Then we'll just have this guy pile in. You're going to pile into there. You'll pile in and around, and boop. 2 attacks with the Blood Glaive on 3s. 3 to wound. With a rend of 1, so that's 1 6-up save.
And before 6? Oh.
That's 2 damage.
Right.
And then 11 attacks from the rest of them. 3s to hit, 4s to wound. Only 2 wounding hits, only a 5-up save on them though.
Are these guys gonna do like anything?
Yeah, they're doing stuff. You guys will get there. 5 wounds remaining, you know, give them a break. Oh, let's use a d6. Bam. They'll get there one day. You give them a chance. They'll win this fight. And the zombie dragon gets to do the rest of his attacks. Now it's still 3 attacks with the Lord. 3 attacks with the sword on 3s. 2 misses.
Ow.
That's not great. It's not ideal.
Hey.
That's a wound. With a rend of 1, I have a 5-up save.
Hey.
I take 3 damage in total so far. 6 instead of 7 attacks with his claws now on 4s. Only 2 hits. Ugh. And it's going to be 3s to wound.
Hey.
2 wounding hits. And I make 1 save and I take 2 damage, so I'm at a total of 5. 4th hit with the maw. Oh, wow. He did 5 damage. He's going to do 1 2 damage. 3 4 damage, and 5 damage. So these guys get to pile in and fight still. You know what? Those guys are actually probably running away because I don't have anyone nearby to do Inspiring Presence on them. So I'm going to say this guy dies instead so he gets to pile in and fight instead of the other guy. Him and the champion will die because they've lost a lot of models. 3 attacks with the glaive because I'm the hero nearby. And also I get to roll 1s because you're a hero. I got a 2. 3 to wound. 1 wounding hit with a rend of 1.
4 up.
That's 2 damage so far. And I've got 4 attacks with the champion. 3s to hit and 4 to wound. 3 more wounding hits, but you get your 3-up saves on this one.
Come on, dragon.
So that's a total of 3 damage, which you ignore on 6s. So we're currently at 10, down to 8.
Yep.
8 wounds remaining. I should probably fight back with this guy too. Jeez, forgetting all these attacks I have. He'll pile in a little bit further that way. He's got 5 attacks with his array of weapons on 3s. Oh, that wasn't great. 6s are more wounds on that, but not today. 2 wounding hits. Ooh, that 6 to wound is actually 2 damage. You have to roll that one separately.
Okay, so we'll roll that one first.
Yep. I think he's got a 5-up. Never mind. You got a 4-up save, and then the other one's just 1 damage. So you take 1 damage so far. His mutation has 2 attacks. They both hit. That is not a mortal wound in addition to his normal damage. 4s to wound. Double wound at rend 1.
So 5-ups.
These are d3 damage each.
Ugh.
So 2 d3 damage. You're taking 1 plus 5, so 6 damage. Which actually you don't have a hero nearby, so you just take 6. Not bad. 1 guy doing 6 damage. If I had the rest, they got annihilated though. So now it's time for Battle Shock.
Yep.
Looking at all the things. So I lost 8 guys over here. I'm automatically losing d6 plus 1, so they're running away. So that will be a blood tithe point. And normally we do yours first, but you don't have any things running away, so it's pretty much just me. And when things run away, they're counted as slain. And every time a unit is slain, you get a blood tithe point. And because they don't run away anymore, he's fine. Over here I lost 2 guys, and I'm bravery 7, so they're not running away either. And then everything over here is done as well. So that's the end of the Battle Shock phase. For victory points, you get that one for sure and that one for sure. So we're both at 2 at the end of Battle Round 1. All right, John, we're doing the thing. I win ties, though, on this roll-off. So we'll see what I get. It's a 5. So you have to roll 6 to beat me. It's happened before lots of times.
Nope.
No. We're going to keep the normal turn order going here. It's going to be Blades of Khorne. Yeah, definitely going to be Blades of Khorne. Now the monsters, check to see who they're fighting. This one's definitely on my team because he's fighting you. And this one's definitely on your team because he's still stuck fighting me. And we're going to go on to turn 2, Blades of Khorne. Prayer time! We're going to open up with Bronzed Flesh again on a 4 or more. Rerollable. Okay, well, you know what? Didn't want it anyways. So we're going to do Killing Frenzy now as well. Rerollable. Hey! Nice!
Finally got one!
So that's going to be +1 to hit on a unit wholly within 16. Ooh, Skull Reapers. +1 to hit. For sure. Now, I gotta get down to the nitty gritty and do the blood boil. So I can do 2 things. I can blood bind him closer, so the Skull Reapers can go for him, or my heroes can get to him. Or I can just double blood boil him. He's got 8 wounds left. I could get lucky on a double blood boil. I won't feel good about it, but I'll take care of this really obnoxious character that's gonna tear through my lines, and then I can deal with the rest of the death as I see fit. So I think we're gonna open up with a blood boil on him. It has to go off on a 4-up still. Rerollable. There we go. So that does D6 mortal wounds as him and his mount, their blood boils. 1 mortal wound, which you ignore on a 6. There you go.
And... Nope.
No, so he's actually got 7 wounds left, so I can't actually kill him now. So that is interesting. I was thinking about blood binding, but he's closest, so you'd have to move him closer to him. I would have liked you to move him closer over here. So we're going to do another blood boil on a 4 or more, and D6 mortal wounds. 4 mortal wounds this time, which you ignore on 6s. 3 mortal wounds. He's got 4 wounds left. Alright, so he's pretty hurt. Hydra automatically heals 3 wounds, because Hydras have that very fast regenerative property. That's pretty much it for my hero phase. Start of the movement phase, the Bloodstoker is going to stoke these guys. They're wholly within 8 inches of them. And that gives them +3 to their run and charge rolls, and they get to reroll failed wound rolls, or just reroll wound rolls. Now the problem is, obviously they could go and mess up either the skeletons or the Terrorgeist, because he's pretty crippled. I'm thinking maybe I leave him alone, but he's got Vile Transference. He could heal up to 2d3 wounds again, and every time he kills something, he heals another wound, so he could be back up to 10 wounds and at full fighting strength. Well, near full fighting strength, but I think I actually had to go for him and just somehow figure out how to deal with these guys over here through other means. I have all the core grass and everything that are going to have to go back in this direction, so I'll have some turns to get over there at least with that. Core grass is going to move up 6 inches to here and to here. We're going to move these Reavers over this way so that they're going to help out with this Basilisk here. Mighty Lord of Khorne. Does he run? I think he runs. Yeah, he runs. He goes 5 + 4, 9-inch move. So he's going to go 8 inches to here because of the -1 for climbing up. Korgrass move up 6 inches as well. They're not really going to be able to do too much from there, so they're going to run an additional 2, which will take them to there. The Slaughter Priests are going to move of the way of things, so they're going to back it up a little bit. The Bloodstoker is going to run. It's going to go 12. Realizing these Skull Reapers have to actually go around this way to get to the Zombie Lord, I'm going to have to move these guys a little bit further out of the way. And then his run, they're going to take him to over here. And then this guy is going to... he's going to move his movement to there. He doesn't actually move very far. And these guys are going to do a 5-inch move. Oh yeah. These Blood Reavers are going to run an extra 3. They're too far away from the talisman. So with that, they go up here and they're going to try and plug this gap for now. And that should be it for movement. I have no shooting over here with this stuff, but I do have some Hydra shooting. 5 attacks into... I want to bully the skeletons. I'm tired of these hex raids. So 3s to hit the skeletons, 3s to wound them. So that's 2 dead, but they have a 6-up to ignore damage. So it kills 2 skeletons off. Boop and boop. Those 2 skeletons instead. That is it for shooting. Now we're going to go on to charges. Now, these guys currently have +3 to their charge for him whipping them. They get +1 to their charge for their banner ability, and they get +1 to their charge because they're wholly within 12 of him for his Talisman of Burning Blood. They get +5 to their charge. They're going to declare a charge first, and I think I need about a 7 or a 6 to get into him, so I'll roll it and figure it out. Ooh! Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, at least I have a command point to reroll that. I meant to use this command ability to give all these guys rerolling charges, but that's okay. Because he's going to make his... It was mostly just for him, but he's going to make his charge. It's going to be okay. Rerolling their charge with a command point. Oh! My plans. That
They
sucks.
crumble to dust.
I'll just have to kill that thing then with their charge. Only getting 2 in range to attack as well because of that one guy blocking him. So this is awful. I needed there's like a 7-inch or 6-inch charge rerollable to make it into the zombie dragon too. With killing frenzy, they would have got him. They would have got him. We'll try these Korgraths charging. They need a 9 to get in. Nice. They get the 11. 11's gonna take him into the butt of the dragon over here. Boop boop. Oh, I don't have a command ability to buff their attacks. That's kind of sad. But they are in range of the banner. And they're in range of the Bloodstoker as well if they roll 6 to wound. That'll be for the charges at the start of the fight phase. Oh, no, never mind, they get to charge. Ah! They rolled a 9 as well. That's where they end up only getting 3 in range though. Not being able to go over here because I wouldn't be able to keep them coherent. You actually roll a d6 for every enemy unit within 3 inches. So once for them and once for them.
Alright, we'll start with those guys.
They take a mortal wound, so that one guy dies. And then they take a mortal wound on a 2 or more as well. So that was a 3. So one of them dies as well. So you'll die. And you die, but you get no respite because this is the combat phase. So you get to pile in and fight. 2 attacks. Both hit, and a 4 is a 2 wound. Double wound as well. 5 up saves. I do 1 damage, he's got 4 wounds left. We'll get to him later. Now we start with the Korgraths. They have 6 attacks each into that zombie dragon. And they're rerolling hit rolls of 1. And every time they roll a 6 to wound, it's 3 damage instead of 2. 3s to hit, rerolling 1s because of the Skullfiend tribe. He's a hero. Oh wow. 3s to wound, 6s are good. Ooh, that's not ideal. So we got 1 save that's 3 damage, and these are all 2 damage. And they're all -1.
Okay,
So we'll do the 3 damage one first. Oh, you're good. 4 up save. And that's 6 damage right there, but you have a chance to ignore them on 6s. So you have to make 3 of these for him to live.
Ugh. Odds of this happening are very slim to none.
Oh my goodness! Oh, okay, that's not good at all. Okay, well, down to 1 wound remaining on him. And your pick. I can't fight. Oh. And I forgot to charge with him. It's too late for that. That sucks. He's got 1 wound left, and he's not in a threat anymore, so you don't really have to fight with him. The Terrorgeist is going to go. How do you want to put these attacks?
Everything into the bigger unit.
The one that just came in? All right.
Yeah.
So he hasn't actually been bracketed in melee at all. So Skeletal Claws have 3 hits, and it's 3s to wound.
Oh.
3. Rend of 1, I have a 5 up save. I make 1, fail 2, so that's 2d3 damage. So far I've taken 3. Now the Fanged Maw! Let's see, no 6s. 1 hit, okay, no 6 is good. 3s to wound with a rend of 2. Oh!
Wow.
It only kills 1 of my guys. We'll kill the guy within an inch so he actually gets to attack with Murderous to the last. As, you know, I make a mess pulling everyone out, but that was expected anyways. And then the guys can pile in and follow up after him. So on a 5 or more, he swings. He does. The Terrorgeist takes 2 mortal wounds. He will be down to 6. Go ahead with the Hydra. Ugh. I'm gonna put them in skeletons or Night Haunt. I'm gonna go with the Night Haunt, the ghosts. Forced to hit him. If I rolled a hit,
wow.
Jeez, Hydra. No,
wow.
It wouldn't matter if I went into either or. And then the little forward claws, 3s to hit. No wounds either.
Jeez.
It's okay. You know what? He's doing his job, I guess.
He tried.
He was free.
Not very hard, but
So we're gonna attack them with his attack. So the bite's got 1 attack, it misses, and then his clutching claws never get hurt. So it's 6 attacks hitting on 4s. 4s to hit.
that was horrible.
Yeah, this whole game is about that right now.
Wow.
4s to wound.
Okay, 1.
5 up save. We make it.
Okay.
All right.
Apparently we're just gonna stare at each other a lot.
Yep. Apparently this is gonna go nowhere. Might as well go with the Blood Reavers. They might be able to do it now. So we'll go with the Glaive first. Both hit. Ooh. No. So no, nothing. 2, 4, and 9 attacks for the rest of the guys. 3s to hit with their axes. No re-rolling.
Jeez.
And 4s, 2 wounds. Let me re-roll that.
Wow.
We got 1 wounding hit, everyone.
Wow.
5 up save. Nice. Nice. All the Hex Rays pile in again. So this time, this one goes here, there. This one gets in combat as well. So all 5 of them are attacking for a total of 11 attacks with the scythes. 4s to hit. 6s are mortal wounds.
Ooh.
2 mortal wounds. And 4s hit. 3s to wound.
Okay.
And we got 2 of them, so 5 ups. So I take a total of 3 damage. I'm at 6, and we have the horsey attacks. 4s to hit and 5s to wound. Whew. Well, I guess that's average. 5s to wound. And there you go, 2 more wounds. I got 4 up armor. I take 1 more damage. I'm at 5. You net 1 damage.
Yay! I did something.
Gonna pile in with this guy here, get him there, and then make a little bit more room for the other Skull Reapers to come in. Because there's no threat, I might as well go with him. He's got 5 attacks because he's near the banner, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because there's no reason to be rolling 1s. They're not actually rerolling 1s. He does reroll 1s because he's wholly within 12 of the Vampire Lord. And we got a hit. These are 3s to wound with just your 4-up armor save, I guess.
Okay.
Only 1 damage. No rend. I do 2 damage. And he's got...
Deathless.
Oh, he has no hero nearby. So he just takes 2. He's got 4 wounds left. I got 2 attacks with his tail. They both hit. And no wounds on that. So he's done. Vampire Lord is going to do all of his attacks into the Khorgoraths there. So the lance first on 3s. And 3s to wound. You ideally want to kill these off. It's very important you kill them off. 5 of save. Ooh, that's 4 damage so far. They have 8 wounds each. 3 attacks with them off. 4 is to hit. Ooh, 3 to wound. No. And 3 sword-like claw attacks. No, it's only 4 damage. They're 8 wounds apiece, so he's down to 4. Now these Skull Reapers pile in. One of them is not going to be getting in range to fight. So I'll have 5 attacks each with those and the Vicious Mutation because they're all within 12 of him. In fact, any 6s to wound would have been double damage with him, but you know what? I don't think it matters. I think this is going to be enough to take him out. 2s to hit because of Killing Frenzy. He's dead. That's 4 mortal wounds. Cut him down. And that, most importantly, gives me a 4th Blood Tithe point for Apoplectic Frenzy to try and kill that guy off next hero phase. I get to go with these Reavers. He'll pile in there, and you'll pile in there. Actually, you're not going to be getting in a range. You're stuck, unfortunately. But I'll have 4 guys attacking. You're too far away. And they only have 1 attack each. The champion's there, though. He's right there. So 5 attacks. 4s to hit. Oh, hey. I don't want to kill him. That means I'm going to be burning a Blood Tithe point here. So that's 2 wounds. -1. So 2 damage. He's got 2 wounds left. I forgot about the skeletons. They get to pile in. They don't have to pile in. They're already all in range to fight. If you just nudge him in. I think he got pushed. It should be 13 attacks into the Hydra. Hitting on 3s because of the hero nearby. Only 2 misses. Really good. 4s to wound.
This is where it all comes crashing down.
Yep. This is where it comes crashing down. It does 1 damage. He's got 4 wounds left. As long as this Hydra lives... Well, he's already done what I want him to do, I guess. He's lived that 1 more turn. Ooh. Battle Shock's not going to be a thing. I only lost 1 model here. But actually, the Reaver might run away. I'll roll the d6 and figure it out. I got a banner, though. No, he's not running away. So he dies. He dies. You don't have to take any Battle Shock because I only killed 2 skeletons way over on the left. And I just killed the 1 big model there. So that'll be the end of my turn. But I do score 2 victory points again.
Yep.
So now we go to the start of the hero phase, your hero phase, where I'm going to spend 4 Blood Tithe points for Apoplectic Frenzy, but you have stuff that happens at the start of the hero phase as well, so you get to determine the order they happen in. I don't think it's too important, but we're just going to heal the skeletons first. So D3 skeletons come back because he's nearby. 3, so you actually get 1 more back than I killed last turn. Those 3 right there come back. And now these guys get to pile in and fight. They're not going to pile in at all, they're just going to fight instead. 3s to hit, that's got to do 1 damage, rerolling 1s. Oh, that's not good. Got a lot of 2s there, guys. A lot of 2s. That actually might be a waste of 4 Blood Tithe points. His save is a little too good. So that many saves. So these are all 3-ups, and that's a... Actually, no, they're all 4-ups. These are all 4-ups. It doesn't... I guess the 1 you have to roll separately because it's 3 damage. So 4-ups here. So that's 2... He's not dead. You have a 6-up to ignore damage. And then that's a 4-up as well. Okay, so he's probably dead. That's 5 damage, which you have to... You have to make all 5 of these.
On 6-ups. He's gone.
No, he gets cut down. That's a Blood Tithe point for me, and I kill a giant nuisance as well.
He did a lot.
Yeah, that's why he had to go. And we brought the Purple Sun, so we're gonna cast the Purple Sun, says John.
Yep.
From who, the Necromancer or the
Necromancer?
Necromancer. All right. So this goes off on a 7 because of your Legion of Sacrament.
That's definitely not a 7.
That's only a 6.
That's
in total.
very sad.
It is very sad. So no Purple Sun. That's his 1 spell cast. We still have Arkhan the Black that can do 2. Now Arkhan the Black is gonna make these Khorgoraths get old and vengeance for cutting down the Vampire Lord.
Or not.
Or not. He's off by 1 as well.
Wow.
Yep. The beginner's bad luck.
Sure, we can say that.
Arkhan's gonna cast Von Hells because he knows it.
No, at this point, we're gonna attempt to cast Van Hells.
It goes off on 5. It should
That
be
doesn't mean anything, man.
Very easy.
Okay.
Nice. So you rolled an 8. They're both in range to attempt to stop, and you need to roll a 9. No, you're good. So they get to pile in and fight twice this combat phase. Not immediately, but they have the option to do it twice. So we're going to do some movement here. We've already devised a plan. I think that Hydra's pretty much donezo against the Hex Rays. So these skeletons are going to move up 4 inches and start a fight with the Korgorath over here. Now taking out the Vampire Lord takes out that and the Terrorgeist. That's almost half your army, because I think that's 740 points together.
Yeah, it was a lot of points, but you know, my little skeleton boys, they're gonna put up a good fight, I hope.
They will do it.
At the rate I've been rolling, though, they'll probably just be like, and you know what, we're done. We're just tired. We're gonna go back in the ground. It's fine.
You've got ye old Basilisk to rely on still.
Oh yeah, because that's been also so reliable.
We get to do his little weird glare in the hero phase. Forgot about it again.
Yeah, we were really bad about this.
It's just a random forge-rolled monster that you never see. So who do you want to stare at? These guys or these guys?
The guys that are closest to me.
The warriors?
Yeah.
Yes. So on a 2 or more. D3 plus 1 more ones. It could kill 2 of them here. It will kill 1. That's 2 damage.
Yep.
So we are going to kill off this guy. It's going to break coherency, but I'll be able to pile in and fix it later. Necromancer following. I've drilled it into John's head that if you're ever thinking about putting Arkhan the Black into combat, you're making the wrong decision. The second
drill it into my head.
The second you're like, oh, I guess I can move him over here and you get him in combat, I'm like, no, you're making a bad play. Like don't do that.
So I'm trusting you on this, Luka. I'm trusting that you know what to do with this army, so he's gonna stay where he is.
Well, yeah, it's that or you skirt around and try to avoid. So I'd recommend you stay away from these 2 things here because they could be obnoxious. So where he is right now, he's I don't know, because I can move up and get closer to him. You never really know. Whatever you do, don't overextend him. So like over here, the Vampire Lord was probably a little too overextended.
Yeah.
Age of Sigmar, one of the hardest things to learn, and I still don't know this all the time, is when you don't overextend very important things.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have charged with the Terrorgeist either.
So ideally, it's like that. It's hard to not be impetuous, right? It's hard to hold back because ideally it would have been best if he charged in with them. And the Terrorgeist would have been better charging in if they were there to protect his flank so he couldn't get... Well, this was... I don't know. He actually took like 6 damage from that one guy, so that was that was unlucky. So that was a little wonky anyways. Actually, the Terrorgeist was actually pretty good right there where he was because he couldn't get surrounded. But, I don't know. It just mirrored these guys and all that stuff.
The luck of the dice.
That was actually just the look of the dice. We'll give the look of the dice to that one. So the skeletons are going to go to the Terrorgeist spell. Now, this isn't an ideal fight for them. We're going to run the skeletons so they can screen my Skull Reapers. The skeleton, nice, a 6. So they go an extra 6 inches. They don't want to fight them because the Skull Reapers will win that combat. And they want to just tie them up as long as they can. They're going to end there. And it pretty much what that does is it makes this really cheap 160 point unit tie up this 180 point plus this other separate sergeant up for pretty much the rest of the game, unless I can just plow right through them. And if that's an ideal trade for you. White King is going to run an extra 3. I think he moves 4. This way you'll have Arkhan the Black in range, the White King in range, and the Graveside in range, giving them 3d3 models back a turn. And if they die, well, you got a command point to bring stuff back over there, or if you can win over here, bring stuff back over there. Arkhan the Black's going to do a 16-inch move over that way.
Just be on the safe side, though.
He's going to run an extra 3 inches, so he can go to that spot there, plus towards that like little icy blurb right over there.
Like right here.
Yeah. They're onto the charge phase, just these skeletons charging. There's no shooting.
Oops.
And you got, what, a 6? That's
Yeah.
good enough. It's a good charge roll, so they all charge in there. That's the only charge roll as well. And they're staying within 6 inches of the Necromancer as well. So they're going to go ahead and pile in and fight, I assume. Well, I guess at the start of the combat phase, this guy does mortal wounds. On a 2-up, they take a mortal wound. They do. And on a 2-up, they take a mortal wound. They do. So 2 damage. So we're going to say the banner takes the damage just because... Well, I'm not too concerned about him anymore. And we're going to say you take a damage as well. Yeah, the skeletons don't really need to pile in too much. They're already good. They can all fight. That's 41 attacks with their unit size as well. They're hitting on 3s with their swords because the Necromancer. 3s to hit with these dice. The old hero support.
That looked pretty good.
Yeah, and these guys are piling twice as well. So I was worried. Well, all you have to do is kill off one of these Korgorath, and then you're good. So I want at least one to live, I guess, in return. Force to wound.
Ugh.
This many saves. We have 4-up armor saves, so I'm definitely losing the one Korgorath, but not the other one. So he dies, and he's never coming back. And the other one's down to 7. Down to 7. You go down. I don't really have much of a choice but to go with this Korgorath now. So he is going to, he's in base contact with, here you got shoved a little bit. He's in base contact with more than one guy, so he can't pile in. And he is going to attack the skeleton. 6 attacks, and I get to reroll once because I'm wholly within 12 of that Necromancer. Oh no, the 2s! Oh, boo!
Wow!
Boo! So that kills off, well, not kills, that's 2, 5, so that's 5 maybe dead. So they have 6 to ignore damage because there's a Necromancer within 6 of them. And the 6 does 3 damage, is why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm near the, I'm wholly within 12 of the Bloodstoker as well.
6 ups.
So it kills, oh, it kills 5 skeletons off. So at least it greatly reduces the number of attacks they make. Hex Rays are going to go, they're already all in range, so it's going to be 11 attacks and then 10 attacks. 4 is to hit with the Spectral Riders, and that's going to be 2 more wounds. 3 is to wound, I only have 2 wounds left. Oh wow. Do I make one of these? You kill him. Blood Tithe point, but you free yourself up on this flank. I expected the Hydra to do a little bit more, but in the end, he held up, I guess, this, which is good. 1 monster remains, so with that, I'm going to go with the Blood Warriors, mostly because I want to pile in back in this direction to get them coherent again. I got 2 attacks with that Blood Glaive, 1 hit, 1 wound at -1, so 1 6-up save or dead, because it's 2 damage. Oh no, that's another Blood Tithe point, but he gets cut down. So that is the last migrating monster in this area. The skeletons pile in, 1 stays back to be within 6 of the Necromancer. That's going to be a total of 15 attacks, because the champion's got 2. Hitting on 3s with the 15 attacks.
Oh my god.
There was one more 1 in there.
Oh.
Bad roll bonanza.
4s.
Forced wound.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. That's 4 wounds. That's not
better.
bad at all. That's actually a little bit closer to average. And I take 3 damage. Yikes. So that's 1. He's down to 4 left. Heal him now. At the end of the combat phase, if he slays any models, he heals the wound, so he's up to 5. And morale for them, too. They're actually down to bravery. Oh, so they're up to 11, back down to 10 because I killed a model. So I only killed 5, so on a 6-1 runs. Nope.
Very close.
All right. There we go. We got the battlefield thinning out. We have some ambitious moves here. Obviously, Arkhan the Black's making a rush for that, but I was able to free myself up over here, so I'll be able to have models over there again. And the score is going to be another 2 points for you, putting the score 4-4 as a tie as we go into battle round 3. And now, potential double turn time. So I win ties. I'm going to roll. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Well, there went that.
Okay, so this is going to be turn 3 for the Blades of Khorne.
I want to roll a dice just because.
Yeah, and okay, the mechanic didn't matter. I just rolled hot anyways. It's gonna be turn 3 for the Blades of Khorne. I hate going first because so the biggest thing about going first, like I had to go first in this situation and it worked out quite well for me. But that means you're gonna get, if there is a double turn, it's yours, and I hate that. I hate knowing that that's gonna come up. Pray, pray, pray. Here we go. We're going to go with Killing Frenzy first on a 4. Rerollable. We fail it. Okay, so no +1 to hit. Bronze flesh. We get it. Okay. So they're going to be a 3-up armor save. I like that. You know what? It's fine. Only one of them tends to work every now and then. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to go with Blood Boil on this one. Now imagine this. Those skeletons, they're blood boiling. Not yet. Nice. Nice. So that one's D3 mortal wounds. He takes 2. He's down to 3. Yikes. You know what? This one's going to boil their blood. Ah, there we go. So D6 skeletons maybe die. 1 maybe dies. 6 to ignore.
What's up with your luck with this? Oh, I saw the 6 for a second.
1 died. You know what? I only wanted to kill 1. All part of the plan.
All part of
At the start of the movement phase, what is his name? Bloodstoker. There we go.
I was about to say, don't look at me.
I'm like, something Stoker. The Bloodstoker is going to whip the Mighty Lord of Khorne into shape, and he's going to get +3 to run and charge rolls and reroll wound rolls.
I'm very curious why the Mighty Lord of Khorne needs to be whipped into shape if he's already a Mighty Lord.
Can you imagine that? Can you actually imagine this guy, Lord, get in there? He's like, geez, Frank, I told you to stop doing that, but like, the Blood Reavers will advance or run. Nice. They go 12 inches. They don't have their musician, sadly. I don't have the model for it with this build. I guess I could easily say that skull dangling from that guy, it's a hollow skull. He just kind of blows through it and makes a poo sound, and it's good enough. But you know what? I actually don't know why these ones aren't modeled with musicians. I've said it in the past, but Oh well. They get to where I need them to be regardless, so it's not super important right now.
Unfortunately, stopping my Arkhan plan.
Right, yeah, the
Just
Arkhan
sad.
trying to snag it, but he can still curse of yours them and then just move on to it. So that's something I have to worry about still. These very successful Blood Warriors on turn 3, they get into the actual game after they kill off a Basilisk. They run 1.
Are you sure they're in the game?
They're, maybe one day. Maybe one day. They go 6 inches. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. You'll go there. You'll go there, and then you'll trail behind with your wound. You're hurt. You're slower. Mighty Lord of Khorne is going to move 4 inches because he's got to drop down a little bit. The Bloodstoker is going to move to here. Oop. That way he's going to be wholly within 12 up to those skeletons and bring those guys wholly within 12. Well, he's going to have this good old 24-inch area of +1 damage on sixes to wound.
The little
Bloodscrater is going to move to here, and then the Khorgrath move up. These skeletons are going to get got. Khorgrath moving up there.
Now, Luka, they're gonna get got for like a whole 2 minutes.
I'm going to get them. I'm going to get these skeletons. This lot of Reapers, Skull Reapers, just reposition a bit. These Reavers move laterally. Well, they go this way 6 inches, but we're going to bully some skeletons here, or attempt to. Ending there. This Slaughter Priest is going to run 2 inches. Slaughter Priests aren't doing a whole lot for me now. He's going to go up onto this platform.
He's gonna stand there and look pretty.
Yep, he's going to gain some cover for this game. This one's going to go over there. This Khorgrath and that Khorgrath are going to pair their attacks together and attack the skeletons with their bone tentacles. 3s to hit. Oh, nice.
All right.
4s to wound. Oh, wow. So there's no rend. You actually get a 5-up save because of your crypt shields. And then a 6-up to ignore the damage afterwards.
Okay.
Okay. Bone tentacles? Bone tentacles kill 3 skeletons. Nice. The best way to counter skeletons? Throw more bones at them. So those 3 go down over there. Now it is charge time. So we're going to open up with... we'll do the Mighty Lord of Khorne. He's wholly within 12 of him for his relic, so +1 for the Talisman of Burning Blood, and he was whipped. So he's got a total of +4 to his charge. So he rolls a total of an 11. With that, he's just going to go to here. Now these Khorgraths are going to attempt to charge. They go 7, which is good enough. That's going to take this one to here. Oops, ouch, pointy. This one is going to make it in there. I'm not too concerned about my Bloodscrater getting in. That one lone Skull Reaper is going to charge. He gets +1 to that, so he rolls a 12. He's just going to go to over here.
He is all the in.
Boop. And now this squad of 4 Skull Reapers will attempt to charge. They're also wholly within 12, so they get +2 because they have the banner.
Double 1.
Hey, a double 1 would still get me in. You can't jinx me. 12-inch move on them. They're going to end there, and they're all wholly within 12 of the Bloodstoker as well. Reavers do a charge. They get to go 7. So with that, we're going to go with there, to there, to there, to there. And actually this guy's going to go into there, but this guy would have to move first. And then the rest are going to go up here. I'm going to go with these Wrathmongers because I think this is a full squad of 20. No, it's down a few skeletons.
Yeah, it's down a few.
Still, I don't know what the best call here is. I think no matter what, I'm going to go with these Skull Reapers attacking them because I want to keep my Skull Reapers alive as long as I can. And they have Reap like Khorne similar rule. If I'm attacking you with 5 or more models, they reroll all hit rolls. And they're not hitting on 2, so that helps. Womp, womp, womp. Forgot about the relic on the Vampire Lord the whole time. He would have been -1 to wound for all those close combat attacks. We'll just assume he took extreme overkill. Like, not really. He probably would have lived this whole time. I'm going to partly blame John for that one. These are 3s to hit. That 1/6 is a mortal wound in addition to its normal damage. And we're re-rolling. So it's 3 mortal wounds in total so far. And these are misses. 3s to wound. No re-rolling, but that's an incredible roll. No rend on these attacks, so you do get a 5-up save with those. 5-up armor save. No.
Got a couple.
This many Deathless Minion saves, including the mortal wounds I did earlier. Those saves. 2. So that's 5. 9 die so far. I got 2 more attacks with a Vicious Mutation. They both hit, and they wound on 4s with a rend. So no armor save. And 4 more saves. So I've killed 9 so far. And then I kill off 4 more. So I killed 13 skeletons with them.
5 left.
There's 5 remaining skeletons. Those 3 skeletons remain. So all the skeletons I can are going to attack that Khorgrath, except for this one who's going to attack this Khorgrath. It's going to be 11 attacks because of the champion, plus 1 attack that way. So hitting on 3s.
Not the best. 4s.
4s to wound.
Oh yeah, because he healed.
4 up save. He takes 3 damage. He's got 2 left. So 2 left, and then we have the 1 skeleton attacking that other squad of Khorgorath there.
All right, look out. He's going to get you.
3 to hit?
He's not going to get you.
Never mind. I suppose these Khorgorath will go. They're going to put all of their attacks into the skeletons. It should be 6. Wait, there's no point in doing that. I'm just going to go with these Reavers, just because those skeletons already attacked. These ones have not, so this guy's going to have to pile in there. You'll pile in there, and they're not really getting a whole lot of extra attacks here. You'll go there, and then you'll bunch in there, and that's pretty much it. 5 attacks, I didn't get the champion. 3 hit rolls, 2 wound rolls with an AP of 1, or rend of 1, so it's just 6 up to ignore damage. Kills 2 more. The 1 skeleton remains. Well, it's actually enough to start bringing them back. I guess they're actually going to take a pretty bad bravery check unless you inspire them. So down to 1 remaining over there, and then, well, they've already attacked, so he can attack them.
Yeah,
so
he's going to get you.
He's going to get a Reaver. We got a Reaver on a 4. No, never mind.
He's not good.
Now we fight with the Khorgorath. This guy's just going to go to there, and he's going to go a little bit further up. They have 6 attacks in total. Sorry, 12 in total, 6 attacks each. Staying on 3s. We are not wholly within 12 inches of an enemy hero. Right there. That Necromancer is within 12 inches of the back of that guy, so we are good. So they hit with everything. It's probably extreme overkill. 3 to wound with a rend, so there's no save, and the 6s are 3 damage instead of 2. So we have 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18 deathless minions. Sorry, it is 9, 8, 17. I was right the first time. 6 is to ignore the damage. And 16 die. I think that's the squad.
Yeah, that's the squad.
So they get wiped out. Oh, I was hoping to kill the Khorgorath, but whatever. It's only 1 wound. So that is a blood tithe point, putting me at 4 again. And then the rest of the things that charge but can't fight, so he's going to have to pile in this way. He's going to go to that little thing there. Boop, boop, 2 wounds left. Just the Mighty Lord charged over here, so he's going to go at an angle. Boop, and in there. He's going to be the bane of Arkhan unless he gets real old real fast. And that will be the end of my turn. I score 2 more points as we make pushes for the opponent's, or our opponent's victory points, because Arkhan can make a somewhat easy snag over here. Kind of. He has to somehow kill them off. Right. So, forgot to do one thing. This guy's automatically running away unless you inspire presence.
No.
It. Bye-bye. Boop. Yeah, because we were discussing, like, if you inspire presence it, you'll get 2d3 back, but they're going to be still stuck in combat and just get cut down by everything. So it's kind of a waste of a command point when you can just summon 2 squads of skeletons in this general vicinity now. But that is a blood tithe point, putting me at 5. If I get to 8, I get to summon bloodthirsters. Ooh. But Apoplectic Frenzy is really overpowered too, so I might just save it for that. These guys are too far away from a hero to heal, and then the 2 squads of skeletons are dead. So the healing is done, and it's just time for the hero phase magical stuff.
Yep, he's going to try to make him old.
Righto. Don't roll high. Don't roll high. No, that's a 9. Oh, you did 6 mortal wounds last time, and that was... I kind of need him, but I get the fuck...
Let's do it for the memes, Luka.
Yeah, we're going to do... I'm going to try to stop it if I'm in 30, but I'm not in 30, just by looking at that. I forgot the dog's got a brass collar though, so the dog can actually try and stop this spell. I need, you got a 9 in total, so I need a 10. Oh.
Luka!
Sorry.
Luka!
You want to do it for fun anyways?
Let's do it for fun anyway.
Alright, roll them up! You got stopped by a fancy flesh hound.
Oh.
It would have done maybe 1. Well, it would have done 1. 2? 3? Oh, you're just going to taunt yourself. 4?
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay.
No, okay. He actually would have still been alive too. I guess an arcane bolt would have, a good arcane bolt could have finished him off. I think he has 6 wounds in total. My other Khorne has 6 wounds, so he would have had 2 wounds left. Arkhan, we want that purple sun out, so he's gonna go for a purple sun. Oh, 6, 7. No, that's a fail. We need an 8. Necromancer's gonna overwhelm Dread, the Mighty Lord.
Attempt.
He gets +1 to this. He gets a 7. But I will try and stop it with one of these slaughter priests. So I need an 8. Nope. You're all. Oh wait. So I'll keep that as the dispel roll. You have to re-roll that though, because you're near the banner. You get it with a 6. It's actually a 5. That's a really powerful spell for 5. So he's -1 to hit and -1 bravery. And yeah, I didn't dispel it either. So he's done and Arkhan is done. So the magic is done. I wish we got the purple sun off. Like it's probably not gonna like on a. It's got a pretty good chance of killing him on a 6, and killing them off on 6, like killing him and him off on 6s as well. So that could be a pretty clutch spell. Arkhan's happy where he is. He's within 9 inches of 2 separate grave sites. He's got 2 command points too, so.
We're gonna run the Necromancer.
The poor lone Necromancer. Running 5. Alright, so he goes a total of 11, I think. 10-inch move on that. He's gonna go run and hide right behind Arkhan there. Hexrays are moving up next. They move 12. They have fly, so they ignore all this nonsense. They just want to stay 3 inches away from them, so they're gonna go there. And they come running through the archway.
Skeleton's going to run.
10.
Hey, all right.
Nice. Keeping up with the White King. They're gonna go right there, right behind him.
Oh, he's gonna fall over. He got a little bit drunk. Shift.
Shifting the White King over a wee bit. Boom! Endless Legions time. 2 command points, 40 skeletons come back. They could come back at the same gravesite technically, but I guess maybe we'll do 2 separate ones.
Yeah, it makes more sense that way.
So they have to be more than 9 away from myself, but I think that shouldn't be a problem. What should it looks like when we come back. Bam and bam! These ones are wholly within 9 of that gravesite, more than 9 away from me, and the same is true for that one. Hex Rays are going to start off the charges. Obviously need a 3. A 9 will do. There they are, and staying 3 inches away from the Skull Reapers as well. And not really feeling like charging the rest of the skeletons, and mostly because he has got a 3-up armor save.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we'll charge him in. He's actually pretty safe. 6 is on, yeah. I guess you don't want to cut off too many Hex Rays though, but he probably won't. That's one that little nook over there, yeah. And now the fight starts, and I assume the Hex Rays will be the first to fight. So let's pile in to their respective Reavers to slaughter. So it's going to be 11 attacks and then 10 attacks. Hitting on 4s, 6 or more wounds. Right, full touches. So that's 3 dead Reavers right there, and then the rest are pretty much hits except for 2. 3's 2 wounds with no save. So I kill 8 Reavers are dead so far. 4 C's. 4's to hit.
Jeez.
Fuego! Beautiful. 5's to wound. I got 3 Reavers left, so they do 1. Hey, you killed 8 Reavers. The 1 Reaver that remains will obviously be the champion Reaver. Bam. Bam. The only thing I really have to fight with is that 1 Reaver. So he's got a total of 2 attacks he's going to put into the Hex Raids. Whoa, we got a hit. No wound. We're done. And then the White King can try and finish him off. 4 attacks with a Baleful Tomb Blade. 3's to hit. Okay, 2 hits. And just 1 of these has to... Got him. Nice. I actually killed D3 of them off. That's a blood tie the point. We're at 6. And that's pretty much it. No battle shock to take because he killed off those Reavers. They got flanked pretty hard. And comes to scoring. My poor Mighty Lord of Khorne is surrounded by skeletons. I think what I'm going to do, just because I hate forgetting about relics, I'm just going to say he doesn't have his relic. It's not the equivalent, but it's the closest thing I can do. His +2 attack relic on his like instant death axe, it will be gone. I know I have to take that relic, but we'll say I don't have it. Again, not perfect, but best I can do. And that will bring us to the start of the 4th battle round, where the score is now 6-6, and it's roll-off time. Can you get the... So double turn here would be... It'd be okay, I think. Maybe. We'll see. I roll another 6.
Can you just... I like rolling dice, Luka.
There you go. Oh, nice. The mechanic kicks in. That probably feels even worse, doesn't it?
It does. Thanks for rubbing that in my face.
See, I'm always like, I always feel bad because I know you really need the double turn to get like into the game a little bit more, but at the same time I hate the mechanic. So I'm always happy to see the same turn order going on, but I'm totally hypocritical because if I'm losing the game and I get a double turn, I'm like, oh, we love this mechanic, yeah, back in the game. So
no,
I don't know what to tell you.
Like it whenever it benefits you.
It's not true.
That's
like
what it just sounded like to me.
I like it for my opponent if they're on the verge of losing early on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, alright, so that way they have a chance to get back in the game. Okay, that's fair.
Like now in this case, you're still in a good position.
Yeah.
But if you got a double turn, that'd be scary, so I don't want that.
Yeah, that would have been very scary.
yeah, that's terrifying. I don't want that. Prayer time. Bronze flesh first. Okay, well, yep. He takes a mortal wound. Nice. I only ever get 1. It only ever gives me 1.
This is where you roll 2 1s, and I laugh even more.
Okay. Killing Frenzy. Dang it.
Okay.
The altar. The altar is so freaking important, guys. Like, it's like nuts. Alright, they are +1 to hit right now.
Okay.
the Skull Reapers, and now we pray for Blood Boil. So I need to do... They have 10 wounds on them, so I gotta get rid of that. It's the best way to get through their obnoxious armor save. So Blood Boiling 1, or I could kill the leader and then try and kill him.
You could attempt.
I could attempt. I'm gonna see if I get the Blood Boil off first. I do. So it's D6 mortal wounds to anything here of my choice.
This guy.
You know what? I'd consider it. I'm gonna D6 mortal wound him. White King! 4 mortal wounds. He ignores them on 6s. 6s! He takes 3. I think he's got 2 or 3 wounds left.
Let's find out together.
White King's got 2 wounds left, and you don't have to actually be visible to Blood Boil, so this one will also Blood Boil him. Otherwise, I don't actually have line of sight on him. 4 up.
Okay.
Rerollable.
1.
Ooh. Uh-oh is right.
Roll 1. I believe 1.
3.
Aww.
You gotta make 2 of these. 2 6-ups to ignore damage.
Nice.
Will he do it? He's done it before.
I believe in you, guy.
Oh, no, he dies. That's a blood tithe point. Oh. That'll be 7 blood tithe points, and that's pretty much the end of my hero phase because everything else is different phases of the game. So he is going to whip these 2 Korgoraths into shape if they don't need to be mortals. Well, you do have to whip mortals, and they're not mortals. So I think he will then whip someone of a higher standing than himself, and he'll probably just whip this Blood Secretor as well. Someone of a much higher ranking, and again, and he's like, you know what, get a little slap on the tush, and get in there.
Frank has no boundaries.
Yeah, Frank. Jeez. I'm very tempted to throw my Mighty Lord of Khorne into Arkhan the Black and tear a hole in reality and send Arkhan the Black into some sort of pocket realm.
Attempt?
I will attempt to throw him into the Shadow Realm and use my reality splitting axe, so I have less attacks now.
Wait. Can we call his axe Exodia then?
Exodia. We'll call his axe Exodia. Hail the Yu-Gi-Oh references. Running these Blood Reavers, I don't plan on charging with them. They're just gonna bubble out and protect this objective. So they'll end there. And now these Blood Warriors are probably gonna run. It's actually a 10-inch charge for them to be in combat, so of course we're gonna try and do it. These guys, they waited until, technically they've been in the game. They saved my backlines from a feared basilisk. So a 10-inch charge to get them into combat over here.
Ah, yes, the feared basilisk that did what, 3 wounds?
They used to be a 10-man squad.
Oh wow, it did that much?
That used to be a 10-man squad, John.
I did not realize how much damage that thing actually did.
3 wounds. What do you mean?
Never mind, it did more than 3.
Slaughter Priest is gonna over to here. And then, well, he's already outside of 3, so they're essentially just gonna move here, and they're gonna do a tango with some Hex Wraiths.
They're gonna perform a maneuver.
Performing a maneuver, and I'm gonna end there. This guy's gonna have to dictate which side he helps now. He can't be in the middle anymore. That was pretty efficient of him to be in the middle last turn, so I think we need a little bit more help over here. So he's gonna go and help out over here. That being the Bloodstoker. And a powerful ability of making things do 2 damage when they roll a 6 to wound instead of the normal 3 or 1. Or whatever it does before.
Or 6.
I guess we're gonna 100% charge this guy into Arkhan the Black and tear a hole in reality and get him.
Attempt.
To be fair, I think I have to survive because it only happens at the end of the combat phase if I do a wound to you, and I still have to be alive for that ability to go off. So I also have to survive it.
Okay.
And I'm also -1 to hit because of overwhelming dread. So bleh. Khorgorath 1, gonna move to there. Boop. Khorgorath over here, gonna go to there. To there. This guy only moves 4, and then the Bloodstoker's gonna go a little bit ahead of him.
Can we just talk about how bad of a time these skeletons are about to have?
Well, they're gonna have a real bad time.
Yeah, like they just woke up from their eon slumber, and now you're just gonna kill them all.
I'm gonna try my best to kill them all. In fact, I'm gonna run that Bloodstoker because I need him to go a little bit further. But he's gonna go in this direction because he's gonna summon some demons.
Are you sure?
Yes. See, the thing is, I could wait for more Bloodthirsters, but I think the demons are going to be more important now. So it's 20 Bloodletters now as opposed to a Bloodthirster. I have no way to kill one more thing before the end of my movement phase, unfortunately. And that is actually the end of my movement phase, so 20 Bloodthirsters are going to summon near that objective. Boosh! Khorne wills some Bloodletters. We have 20 of them all showing up more than 9 away from enemies, wholly within 12 of the hero there. I'll have both the banner and the icon and the musician, though I don't plan on charging this turn. I guess I could charge. Yeah, I'll probably charge. I'll just keep 1 guy within 6 of the banner. No shoot. Oh, I do have shooting. All the Khorgoraths are going to shoot their bone tentacles into the skeletons there. Bone tentacles! 3s to hit. Oh, geez. I should have rolled those separately. Just because that guy's within 12 of the hero. But you know what? We'll just say that those are the misses from the other guys. Forced to wound. We got 4 wounding hits with no rend, so you have 5 up armor saves. And then a 6 up to ignore damage. My goodness, the bone tentacles are hot. Ultimate counter to skeletons.
Wow, they really are.
So I just killed 4 skeletons off with bone tentacles again. Excellent. And it's charge time. I have 2 command points. I don't think I care too much about Gore Lord, which they are out of range anyways. So charge with those Korgraths first. They roll a 6. We're going to charge those blood letters into combat. They need a 9. So they'll get a 9. Nice. And again, I'm trying to imagine them on 32 mil bases. That's why they're all spread out a little bit. Charging like that, weird charge, I know, but I want models bunched up around here. And then I figured, why not get a few extra attacks over here if I can? That pretty much counts the Blood Secretor out of combat because he has nowhere to charge, even though he has +3. Well, actually +4, I guess. They would have actually +1 to their charge roll for the Talisman. That's actually a pretty cool combo. You summon things with the Talisman, they get an 8-inch charge roll with Bloodletters. Neat. So all that's going to give me is like this, though. He'll go there and he'll take his spot. And that's all I'm really doing. It'll let me maybe pile in 1 more guy. Next we have the Mighty Lord of Khorne charging. Good enough. So he will have... And here he's wholly within 12 as well, so he rolled a 4, but the 3 would have been good enough to at least get him... Well, he would have moved within 3 inches, but... Boop. To there. And then that Korgrath there, charging. Oh, he actually fails. Even though I get +1, I am too far away. I need a 4-inch charge. I do care about him getting in though, so I will reroll that. Nice, he gets a 12. Nice, good job, buddy. Polar opposites there. Crash. Help out the Mighty Lord of Khorne a little bit. He's mostly there to also negate attacks on the Mighty Lord of Khorne, because I do need him to survive for these shenanigans to go off. I'll also pull in those skeletons over there. A lot of charging. Charging in him. He goes 10. Boop. I don't want to pull in these skeletons though. I would love to avoid that. So there we go. So he'll go to right there. And then the other guys are going to charge in. Oh, they got a 7. That's where they are. And then the Slaughter Priest, he will go in as well. Just to maybe help out. The Mighty Lord of Khorne will use for the Brass Citadel. So all Korgraths wholly within 10 of him get to reroll hit and wound rolls for 1 command point. So it's all 3 of them get to reroll hit and wound rolls. Do I fight first with boop and the boop? What do I do? What should I do?
I don't know.
I'm thinking I'm not too concerned about him because I know of Arkhan's fierce melee reputation. I've used him many times, but I say that now and you're going to get all 6 hits with his mount, all 6 wounds. I'm going to fail all my saves. I'm going to take 12 damage. And that's what's going to happen.
Or you know that's 40-something attacks with the skeletons too.
Yeah, I know, but they're going to... No, actually, no, the skeletons got whittled down. They're at 17. They only get 1 attack each. Because of the blessed bone tentacles. The bone tentacles get you every time. So I'm going to go with the Skull Reapers over here first because I need to... I'm heavily focusing over here. I need to hold the line over here. So all the Skull Reapers are going to attack. There's only 4 of them though. This one's separate. And they're not in range of the banner anymore. So they only have 4 attacks each. But they are attacking a unit of 5 or more, so they reroll all hit rolls with Killing Frenzy up. I think Skull Reapers overall across the board got quite a bit better. So these are 2s to hit. Reroll any 1s. We got a couple of 1s. Only 1 6 though. That's 1 more wound in addition to its normal damage. And wounding on 3s with the rest of the attacks. Wow. That many 4-up saves. And there's no hero nearby, so it's just straight damage.
Jeez.
So it's 1 more wound plus every 4-up save here that fails. So 1, 2... No, they're not gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... They're gone. Exactly, actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus the mortal wound for 10. They get... Wow, the Skull Reapers are just cleaving through these forces over here. That's blood pad point. For all the blood that they spilled. Between the 2 of these, I think Arkhan the Black has more clutch potential against my Mighty Lord of Khorne. The skeletons are going to do... They'll have what looks to be maybe 4 guys attacking the Mighty Lord of Khorne, and then the rest evenly dispersed out amongst the rest. Now, you could maybe kill that Korgrath there. It's tough because Arkhan could kill him if rolled well enough, but I hate that his mount hits on 4s. There's a Spirit Host as well. I think they have, what, how many 12 attacks?
6.
Oh, there's only 6, eh?
Yeah.
So I guess it's just 1 Spirit Host. Okay, Arkhan is going to go and swing into the Mighty Lord of Khorne.
Okay, so this is with Zephyr Carr.
Zephetkar!
3. Alright, well, we're starting good.
Yep.
Kenish Ann, 4s and 3s.
Good old Mage Stabs.
Alright.
Oh, we got a win.
okay. Alright, -1.
4-up armor. There we go. Well, it's 4-up after the rend. And then his mounts Ebon Claws. 4 attacks apiece. Or these would be the Spirit Hosts. It's up to you. They're both 6 attacks.
It's the even claws. So,
okay.
Yeah, we'll do 6 attacks, 4s and 3s.
So it's -2 though.
Ooh.
There you go.
All right.
That's a roll. 3s to wound with a rend of 2. That's
Okay.
also a roll. So these are 5-up armor saves. I have 6 wounds, so I have to make 2 of these or he's dead. Hey, you got him.
Wow, all right.
You actually cut him down. There you go. Not a bad call. He's always rolled really poorly for me, and I think for a lot of people out there would agree that he's not that great in combat. Even the other variants, so like Manfred or Neferata, aren't as good, but they're at least a lot better. They themselves are better in combat. That's a blood tithe point as you take out my commander. Yeah, that was clutch. So I'm going to go ahead and attack with those 2 Korgoraths now. They're going to put all of their attacks into the skeletons. And I have the banner nearby, so there are 12 attacks in total. 3s to hit. I wonder if I get the reroll now. Interesting. Let me go look at that. So yeah, he still has to be alive for me to use that ability. I probably should have just done it on that guy. But you know what? It was more appropriate that he did it anyways. Now they're still wholly within 12 of an enemy hero, so I get to reroll the 1s. And 3s to wound. No 2s, no 2s, no 2s. There is... I would have been able to reroll those, but that's okay. So these are no save. And this is 3 damage, so that's going to be 4, 5, so 12, 15 Deathless Minion saves. 6s to ignore damage. Okay, so 14 are dead. Oh boy, so that's what I killed, like 2 or 3 earlier. I killed 4. Did I just kill them all? Champion and banner remain. 2 guys remain there. You get to attack with them. Or Arkhan's already gone, never mind. So they're going to both pile in a little bit closer to their appropriate targets and then attack him with 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Okay, now he's not going to die then. Was that a wound? No, that's a 1. That's a 1, 2, and a 1. I guess I'll go with the Korgorath because I want him to heal the 2 remaining Korgorath. 6 attacks because I'm near the banner. On 3s, reroll that 1 because I'm near a enemy hero, and 3s to wound. So that's 8, 9 damage. 9 Deathless Minion rolls. Jeez, they have to make. And they die. Oh! But not without trying. They made 4 of them. So that's going to be him healing a wound because nothing else can really hurt him. And blood tithe points, I'm at 3. And then these blood ledgers technically get to pile in. So he is going to pile in and around. And the rest are going to get in range to pile in because they're on the 32 mils. They're a little bit bigger. So you'll go there. And I think you're too far away. You are. No, you're good enough. So 3 guys get into fight. Huzzah. None of them are the champion. The rest are just going to pile in to keep coherency. So they're going to have 6 attacks in total because the whole unit's wholly within 16 of the Blood Secretor. And they're going to be hitting on 3s because they're unit size. But no re-rolling because only the Skullfiend mortals get to re-roll. So 3s to hit. And he's going to live. 3s to wound. So 2 wounding hits with a rend of, I think, enough to make it so you don't get an armor save. That's only 2 damage. It goes through your armor. But you ignore these on 6s. So he takes 2. He's got 3 wounds left. He gets to fight back with his Necromancer staff. It hits on a 4 with 1 attack. Just like Arkhan the Black. He's just as good as this guy in combat. Well, I guess Arkhan's got a sword. He's got that. Yeah, that's a 2.
That's not gonna...
That's not ideal.
Yeah.
Well, Mighty Lord of Khorne, you had ambitious plans, but you kind of charged in foolhardy like. So we are going to end the turn there. There's no battle shock to take. And yeah, for scoring, I get my 2 points over here, but I did snag this one. That's worth 3 points to me now. So that's going to be a swing of 5 points. Alright, you get a command point at the start of your phase, and it's healing time, but the skeletons are at full. Mm-hmm. So I think these ones are at full as well.
Well, there's no hero over there.
Ooh, there's a gravesite. Maybe that's too far away, though. Yep, they're within 9 inches of the gravesite. So they get D3 skeletons standing back up. Invigoration. 1 skeleton. What? The power. Why don't you put him out front so you get more guys out front for fighting? Wait, are you going to fight? What is the plan?
I don't know.
That's fair. Neither do I, actually.
I
These Skull Reapers have been the bane of your existence
They
on this
really
plane.
have. I think I'm just going to screen them to make you take the long way around.
Well, ideally, you want to screen that objective so I can't get to it. So you just want to make a straight line.
Yeah, you're right. All right.
Because I only have 1 turn left. So if I can't get to that objective, then this whole side is a wash. They've done their job, essentially.
Yeah.
Casting time now. Arkhan the Black and the Necromancer are both within 16 inches of the loathsome there we go, that's the word, sorcery. That means you just have to reroll successful rolling, because
What kind of sorcery was that again? Loathsome?
Loathsome.
It sounded like you were a fish underwater. Ooh.
Watch the bane of my existence. Okay, Arkhan is gonna make these Khorne demons real old. Let's do this. Bam! That's good enough. Oh, you have to that means you have to re-roll it. It's okay, you'll get a better roll this time.
I swear.
You're gonna get a better roll.
Am I get a better roll?
Better roll, better roll! Oh, my friend, loathsome sorcery! Khorne wills it not. Sorry, that was awful. But I have to.
Sad panda.
I know.
Do you really like sad pandas? Because that's what you're getting right now. You're making all the pandas sad.
I feel like most pandas I look at are pretty sad. There's a red panda in the Toronto Zoo.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's just tiny.
I like pandas.
Yeah. I think it's called the red panda. It gets like one clutch black sun right across. It's just like bam 6, bam 6, bam 6, bam 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I also have, you know what? I have 2 points to get rid of a spell automatically, but I promise I won't do it for the black sun.
Purple sun.
Sorry. Yeah, purple sun. I don't want to call it black sun for. The purple sun.
That'd be a black hole, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Kinda.
Well, it's kind of what this is. It's like a weird gravity thing. It sucks inside, and it just whatever goes inside is just. I it like deteriorates into death. Like just age really quick and die real quick.
So it's kind of like the Thanos snap, just without Thanos.
Yeah, but imagine like getting without him, but like getting sucked into like some sort of weird sphere and then aging really quickly, like instantaneously aging and dying.
Wow, that sounds like a horrible way to go.
But it'd probably be really quick. Like you instantaneously deteriorate and your atoms deteriorate into like I don't know.
That just sounds so painful.
Roll the dice. Nice. You can't even get not once all. And why is it 8 to cast? Okay, Games Workshop made it 50 points. Make it like 7 to cast or something, guys. Like
make it like a 4 for me. Just for me specifically.
Oh my goodness, that's a 6. That's only a 6. All right. Wait, let me see if Loathsome Sorcery makes you reroll all rolls. I doubt it. Yeah, it's successful.
We could just house rule it.
You get it? I'm curious. You know, if you did get it, let's see what would happen. Roll for them, because you planted boom right there, and it would move to boom right here.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much hitting all of that. So nope, doesn't do anything to him. Korgrath number 2. Nope, nothing to them. Bloodsecrator. Nope. And then Stoker. No. All right, never mind. I wouldn't have done anything. Oh, what an awful mod. Dang it.
Why did I spend 50 points on that?
Because it's cool, man.
Yeah, you're right. I was like, man, it's a skull with purple spikes.
When that first came out, when Malign Sorcery first dropped, I think I brought that the first 4 games I played. It did nothing. Actually, no, I did one thing to a Beastclaw Raider. I was playing Josh, I think, and in the end, it surmounted to nothing.
I should have just brought more skeletons.
At 50 points, you don't get any skeletons for that.
I would have found a way.
It's a command point.
Yeah, that's that too.
By default, you could have brought 20 more skeletons back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tier.
Yeah. Ban Hells from that Necromancer onto these skeletons.
Oh, no. We both know it's not going to happen.
Right, not with that attitude. Oh, it's good.
Hold on. Let me re-roll for you, Luka.
Thank you. Oh, no! So bad. Why? Wow, Khorne really doesn't like magic. Well, that was super effective. Like, Bloodsecrator really showing up this game, giving a lot of people extra attacks and stopping, I think, like 3 or 4 spells this game. No, maybe just the 2. So we got some movement. Arkhan, you know what? Feeling pretty good cutting down that Mighty Lord of Khorne. He's gonna go hunt down that Korgrath there.
Yeah.
That's fair. And what about these skeletons? They're also gonna go.
They're gonna go hunting for Korgrath.
Yeah, so you gotta fight back all those bloodletters now. Skeletons move over this way. This is like the most logical play. This skeleton's charging over here. Fight them. They can't fail their charge because they got the Hornblower, the Toot Tutor, and kill them off, and you'll get the victory points over here. And then that just keeps the game even. So I took one of yours, you take one of mine. Easy like that. And Arkhan's actually going to move there after correcting the move on the skeletons, and then we summon at the end of the movement phase these Hex Raids. Boop, for 1 command point. And they're going to reinforce this flank. And with that, they summon there, more than 9 away. That is it for the movement phase. There's no shooting either, so we go right on to charges. Skeletons charging! What'd you get?
3.
Well, so with their musician, they automatically take a 6.
Oh.
So it's convenient. So they can't ever really fail the charge.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Wha-bam! More than 3 inches away from the fearsome Blood Warriors that took down a legendary Chimera earlier. Basilisk. I'm sorry.
It was a thing.
It was a monster. Arkhan charging. He's feeling pretty big after that Mighty Lord. Definitely good enough to get in. I was at 2 wounds on that guy. Boom, crunch. Hex Rays needing a 9. Hard 9, hard 9. No,
nope.
Hard no. That is it for charging, so we fight first with the skeletons, of course. Well, yeah, Arkhan's not going to die to one Khornate. And the other ones are too far away to get attacked. Or to attack. Two are too far away to attack. So it should be 18 in range for a total of 37 attacks.
Yep.
3s to hit because they have a hero within 18 inches. It's nuts. I mean, woo! Yikes. You know what? That's still pretty good. The poor Reavers are not good when it comes to stuff like this. Wounding on 4s. I got a whopping 6-up save. You know what? That could have been better, yes.
Could have been a lot better.
Could have always been better, but I only have 6-up saves against this. So, wha-bam! I saved 2. So 6 die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I forgot I took some damage earlier. I'm like, why am I missing so many guys? Bam, 6. Bam, and a bam. So I'll have 2 guys to attack with after, but they're definitely running after this. And then I'll attack with that one Khornate.
Sure you don't want
I'm certain. I'm
sure?
They'll fight later.
Why?
Because
reasons?
Because reasons.
Okay.
I'm gonna pile in and around to here with the Khornate. Make it like that so it looks a little bit cooler. I'm still wholly within. I'm gonna make sure I don't pile outside of 12 of the Bloodstoker there to make room for them to get in later if I get the next turn maybe, and I can bully Arkhan the Black out of here. 6 attacks on 3s, rerolling 1s because hero. Oh dang! Again, all the time. 3s to wound. Okay, 2 wounds, both at Ren 1, so that's going to be, that one, one of those is 3 damage, the other one's only 2.
Alright, so we'll do the 6 one first.
Okay, 5 up. So that's 3 damage so far, 5 damage in total. 6 is to ignore said damage. You take 3. He's got 8 left. I think I forgot to kill his Khornate last turn. He would have been at 3 for killing the skeletons. So I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. We can go with Arkhan the Black now attacking.
Yes. Starting with Zephyr Car. 1 attack, 3s and 3s.
Nice. Okay. Nice.
Hey.
Rend.
-1.
We fail. D3 damage. Does he come down in one swing? No, he's got 1 wound left. But you know what? The Spirit Host and all that are probably going to do it.
Kanesh and 4s and 3s.
Hit.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, Rend 1, I assume. I make that one. And then we have Spirit Host or the Ebon Claws.
He's suffered 3 wounds, so he's down to 5 Razarex Ebon Claws, 4s and 3s.
Ooh, nice 3 hits. And 3s to wound. And we got 2 and -2, so he's dead. He gets cut down. Blood tithe point. And I think you have a rule where you heal 2 wounds after you kill something. He's got the Feaster of Souls. I think his mount is a Feaster of Souls, so up to 10 wounds at the end of the combat phase, which is pretty much now I got those 2 Reavers to attack with. So I'll go ahead and pile in with these Reavers. I get 3 attacks. Bam, force to hit. Bam, force to wound. Failing.
Bam!
And that's pretty much it. So you heal 2 at the end of the combat round, and I owe you Battle Shock over here. Can I borrow 1d6, please? Thank you very much. Hey, I actually rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Interesting. I rolled a 7. I think I'm Bravery 7. I think I only lose 1 guy. If your banner counteracts my banner, bringing me to 5, I still run away. Bye-bye. Blood tithe point. Ooh, looks like we did not remember everything. The Necromancer might get cut down here, but he gets to attack first. He hits. Does he wound? Oh, no, he wounds. Should attack for these guys first. Oh, I failed. I think he's got Ren 1 on his attack.
Oh.
He's going to kill D3 guys off of that. He's going to kill 1, which is like all you really need to kill. So, oh, you die. And then I'll pile in an attack with them. I just lost my +1 to hit. I can pile in up to here. Again, trying to keep in mind that 32 mil base. And while being wholly within 16 of the banner to get the extra attack. So all that's going to do is let me get 1 more guy in there. Huzzah. We only hit on 4s now, boys. And then, yeah, the rest is, they're fine. 4s to hit. 6s are mortal wounds in addition to their normal damage. That's 1 mortal wound so far. No re-rolling. Yeah, they don't get to re-roll. And 3s to wound. So I've done a total of 4 damage, which you ignore on 6s. That's with the mortal wound included.
So I need to do 2.
Yes.
Nope, he's dead.
Blood tithe point. I'm at 6 again. Man, Necromancer down. We hate magic. And now for Battle Shock, because I lost 1 model. I can't possibly fail, but I should always roll it because of the icon. If I roll a 1, I get d6 back. Oh, that was a 1. That was a 1. That is pretty much the end of the turn. Now is for continuing the Battle Shock. Obviously, nothing over there, nothing over there. This is your objective now. So you're going to be getting. See, okay, that actually does make the difference because I went first in the battle round. I got 5 there. You're only getting 4 because you hold both of those.
So you're up by 1.
I'm up by 1 point right now.
So I think whoever goes first here is going to determine the winner of the game.
Yes, I believe so. Okay, roll off time for turn 5.
You go first.
No monsters left. I win top. No.
Can you stop?
It's 3 for 3. Jeez. That too. What kind of roll is that? Okay, so for this turn, it's pretty much getting these guys off of that objective to make it an auto win. Trying to get those guys off of that objective.
How many turns did it take them to get rid of the basilisk?
I think it was like 6 rounds of combat. But they're legendary now.
Are they?
So they're bound to do it.
They're legendary failures?
No, legendary fighters.
I don't know.
They took down a basilisk.
I don't know.
How many basilisks have you taken down?
1.
No.
Yeah.
No. And if you had a friend who said, I took down a basilisk once when I was in Australia, and you believed him, that guy'd be pretty cool. That's a story you tell everyone.
Why would you believe someone if they were like, oh yeah, I took down a basilisk? That's like going,
because you
oh yeah, before I came over here today, there was a dragon and I slayed it before I came in here, you know?
Because you trust your friends.
Do you know?
So right into my turn to get a command point. I'm at 6 blood tithe points right now. We're going to pray for Bronze Flesh. We get it. Oh, is this the turn? Killing Frenzy. Oh, we get it. We get both the prayers this turn. First time. 5 turns. Amazing. Now we're going to Blood Boil Skeletons. Oh, reroll.
1.
He's gonna die. He's gonna die. No, he's got 1 wound left. Wow, this guy's taken 5 mortal wounds through prayers this game. Blood Boil. Good old trusty Killing Frenzy 1. Hasn't taken a wound yet. You know what? You're awesome. 6 mortal. Oh no, the 6 are dead. 6 skeletons crumble. You might want to take the ones from the front, only because that means I can summon things a little bit closer to your objective if you don't.
True.
So, from the front. 3, 4, 5. Because the plan is to ideally do the same thing with him that I did with the Bloodstoker over there. Just summon more things over here. But I can only summon like 10 Bloodletters or something like that, but that's still enough to grab the objective. All of the Skull Reapers, both squads, move over that way. Running. Slaughter Priest. I think at this point the command point's most useful just to make that a 6. So he runs 12. 12-inch move. Gets him right to there. I should have said he was whipping him, but it's not super important at this point. Things are going to move. He moves his 4. He's going to move over here. In fact, before that, the Khorgraths are going to move up and over to there. And then the Bloodstoker will go there. The Bloodletters. We be swarming Arkhan the Black now. That's all moved. And I don't think I'm taking this objective back. So they're going to make a push for Arkhan the Black. Actually, that was horrible. So they're going to go to here. It's going to be about an 8-inch charge to get in. I'm going to avoid these skeletons. Like the plague. And then 6 blood tithe points to summon more bloodletters near this objective behind these skeletons, who tried their best.
They put up a good fight.
They did try. They really did try. But I find the Khorne summoning to be pretty effective. Well, it's always really good at the end of the game. This is, more often than not, this is how I usually rack up them points at the end and try to win. It's just summoning behind enemies with running characters. Bone Tentacle time. 3s to hit Arkhan the Black. Better watch out, I'm throwing bones at you. 2 wounding hits. He's got 2 4-up armor saves and a 6-up to ignore damage. Oh, he's fine. His armor's ancient. He's got this.
Yeah, he's fine.
Charging with the Khorgraths first. They go 8. They're gonna end there. Now the Blood Warrior's gonna attempt to charge. Oh, geez, I think they actually make it. Whatever, I'll bring in the Hex Rays. Definitely make it into combat. And then these guys go here, and you go here, and all is well. Bloodscrater's gonna attempt to charge. He gets +3 to this. Yeah, he's in. Bam. And then the Bloodletters charge. A 5. Ooh, I can re-roll it. 5's good enough. And that's where they end up. Skull Reaper's charging. The Lone Man. He's gonna go 5. Which means enough just to take you to there. And then the rest are gonna charge 9. Yeah. The Skull Reapers just clean up this flank. It's what they do. And they both have Killing Frenzy and Bronze Flesh going for them right now. I'm not gonna bother with the Bloodletters back there. I think that's more than enough. We are gonna lead with the Khorgraths attacking for sure.
Maybe.
12 attacks with the Khorgraths. They get extra attacks for the Bloodscrater nearby. Boom. 3s to hit, reroll 1s because we hate your leader. That helps once, finally. 3s to wound. 6s are good. So 2 fails there. So these are 2 5-ups that are 3 damage each, and the rest of them are 2 damage each.
Okay, we'll do the 5-ups first.
So that's so far 6 damage.
Oh my
7, 8,
gosh.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage from the 2 Khorgraths. Why? So here's his 12. Here's 12.
We'll just roll this and see if he dies.
Yeah, it's then just reroll 4 successes, essentially. So he takes... So that's 12 minus 3. Yeah, that's him dead right there. So that's not... Well, that's actually only 9 damage. And then you have to roll 4 more. So you have to make all of these.
If he makes all of them... Nope, he's dead.
He gets cut down by Korgrath.
That's sad.
You know what? Nagash will bring him back. Whom. Mostly killing him because... Yeah, good luck getting him out of there. Yeah, we got a nice mortar-sized hole right there. Mostly killing him because he was fast enough to get to my backline objective over there or to snag this one back. So it's good he died. You get to fight back with Hex Rays or Skeletons.
My Skeletons.
Skeletons! Hitting on 4s because there's no hero nearby. 4s to wound.
Okay,
Nice,
well,
nice.
that was pretty
Not too bad. I have a 3-up armor save because of Bronze Flesh. I had 2 damage. I saved 1 wound. And we'll say you go down to 1 wound. And then I'm just going to go ahead and attack with them back. I know I could attack over there, but I want the Hex Rays to come in so I can get more attacks. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling all hit rolls because you're a big old unit of at least 5 more models. It kind of helped. I think I rolled 2. They're hitting on 2s anyways. I didn't get any extra 6s, so I didn't really cheat all that much. Didn't really matter.
Didn't cheat all that much.
Didn't cheat all that, only a little bit. It didn't get me any. Actually, I think it was to my detriment too. So that's 3 more wounds. That's 3 dead guys so far. 3s to wound. And no rerolling here. So you just have that many 5-up saves.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye, skeletons. 3
Yep,
plus...
bye.
Oh yeah, they're dead. You saved 2? Jeez. So they get cut down as well. Blood Tithe. Ugh. I don't want to use Blood Tithe points anymore. I've gotten so much this game. I've gotten... So 7, 13, plus 4. I got
I think
17...
those monsters is what kind of pushed it over the top for you, though.
17 Blood Tithe points I've spent this game so far. So yeah, the monsters, like the actual beast, the realm of beast monsters were huge because I got 3 extra points off of them.
Yeah.
Or 2, it was 2.
It was 4 total.
4 total,
but
yeah.
You got like 2 or 3 on the first turn.
I got 2 right away because we both simultaneously killed 1, and then something else died, and then I killed the Terror guys, which gave me the 4 for Apoplectic Frenzy over here, which was maybe not, didn't work out because of the relic we forgot about, so that will not know, but you can always check back in the video later and see if that would have actually made a difference. It might have, it might not have, right? It just, I felt,
She's gonna heal itself.
Hex Rays. So this one has to attack the warriors. Now the other, this one has an option. Where's he going? Probably the Blood Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. So they haven't attacked yet, but I mean, I can just take casualties from back there. So we have
Do the first 2 into them.
4 attacks into the Blood Warriors on 4s.
Okay.
That's pretty good. 3s to wound.
Okay.
Jeez. With a rend of 1, I have a 5-up save. Wow.
Okay.
That's 4 damage so far, and then you get
They've
to,
done nothing!
you get to attack with the horses next. Hitting on. There's 2 more attacks still. So
Oh.
we got 1 hit so far. Because there are 2 attacks a horsey. So 2 hits, 5s to wound. Okay. I make that. So I have 4 damage. So it kills you off, who would get to pile in and fight. So you're fighting. And 3 more damage, eh? That'll kill you off, who will fight. And we're going to put a wound on the champion. And then 7 attacks into the blood letters. They don't technically attack until all these attacks are resolved. And 1 mortal wound, and then 1 hit. Which wounds on a 3, which I have a 6-up save. So that's 2 damage so far. Horses on 4s, and a 5. No, so that kills off you and you. Bam, bam. And now these guys get to attack. They have 3 attacks each because of the banner nearby. 3s to hit, and 4s to wound. 2 wounding hits, 2 4-up saves. I kill 1 horsey.
That's horsey.
Cool. And so we'll then. I will go with. I guess I'll go with these Blood Warriors. They'll attack. Champion has 4 attacks on 3s. No heroes nearby. 4s, nothing. Oh, yikes. 3 attacks with the glaive on 3s. Hey, 3s to wound. Nice. You ignore the rend, so just 4-up saves. 2 damage each, though. He kills 1 horse. Well, bam. And that's pretty much it. I get to go with the blood letters as well, which I'm only going to be able to get 3 guys in attacking. They get so spindly. I can't wait till like these get rebased on 32s. 6 attacks though on 4s. We got 1 mortal wound, so that's 1 damage so far. 3s to wound. And 1 4-up save. Do I kill another horse? I kill 1 more horse because of the mortal wound. Huzzah. And then battle shock won't matter. Actually, it will matter for my guys. I lost 2, so they're not running. And then on them, ooh, T6 come back. It's a full squad again! And boom. So 3 come back right there. But I think we're going to tap out there.
Yeah, well, you're not tapping out. I'm tapping out.
We'll collectively tap out. We've been playing this one forever. I feel like we've been playing this one for like 6 hours plus. This has
been a long game.
It's been a very long game. So awkward left-handed handshake. That was a great game.
It was.
Thank you for that one.
Very close.
It was. So the final score, like I score, I get 7 points on this last turn, but it was very close up until this 5th turn. Now obviously you get a turn, but there's not a whole lot you could do there.
There's nothing I could really do.
Definitely without the general
3 points.
Yeah, you pretty much pass your turn, you get 3 points.
Yeah.
You maybe kill a little bit with the hex rays.
Yeah.
But they would eventually probably die too. And that was a game though. That was really close up until the end. Now, obviously there was a few key factors. That banner may have never mattered, but it could have, and we didn't notice that, so we both feel bad because that's on both of us.
Yeah.
Other than that, my guy going in and dying was kind of funny. And one thing I want to note, this game, I don't think anything too crazy happened, mostly because the game turns never changed.
Yeah.
This is one of those rare games where there was no double turn. There was no changing of the initiative.
It really just felt like if I was able to get a double turn during any part of that game, it could just be completely different.
Right. This game... Well, go ahead.
2 straight magic phases, especially with Arkhan.
Exactly. Yeah. And for death, so death when they're on the down curve on a graph and the double healing kicks in, that's a huge power boost when you get double healing. Like it felt like the graph was like we're both starting, we're both going, and then like Khorne starts to go up a little bit more in the victory, and then I kept that bell curve going.
Yeah.
So
you being able to get the 4 extra points to
for the summoning,
the summoning stuff,
because that 4 extra points. Now, granted, in the end it didn't matter a lot because I got them early and I did the apoplectic frenzy over here to kill out the vampire lord. In the end, I would have just summoned 5 blood ledgers over here, which would have done the same effect. But getting that early apoplectic frenzy was huge because that was able to try and help me kill out the vampire lord. I think. Hopefully I didn't roll any 3s. Hopefully I rolled only 4 ups. Because that's the difference. It's just the difference between a 3 and a 4, so it might not have been that big of a deal. And if it was, obviously commenters, we apologize, and leave comments down below what it would have changed, because he still would have been riding around, and if he got Vile Transference off, and if he got it off big time, he could have got 2d3 mortal wounds dealt to my Korgoraths, and then obviously he gets those wounds right back.
Yeah.
And he could have gone right back up to 7, especially if he kills a model, or 10.
And he probably could have chewed through most of the Korgoraths.
Especially on the charge too, And if he didn't heal a lot, he was pretty hurt, so it's always a wash, you never know. But he could have still been there this whole time, and being a force I would have had to deal with. And again, if you got a double turn, getting you back in the game would have been nice as well.
Yeah.
It just feel like Khorne got an early advantage, and kind of kept going with it.
Yeah. It's like the win probability in like basketball, where it just steadily rose, and it never shifted.
Right.
Except for like... After turn 3, I think, is whenever it started really going in your favor.
Yeah, because it was the aggressive moves with the Terrorgeist, and now the Terrorgeist move here, I think it was a great move, just because this and this were protecting it from being completely surrounded by things, and I was only able to get like 2 or 3 guys attacking it, which weren't a lot at all. And then over here, the Vampire Lord was maybe a little too aggressive without the support from skeletons, just because it was kind of a more open area. But that obviously is your first game with Legions of Nagash.
Yeah, with Legions of Nagash.
So this
was fun though. Legions of Nagash are fun.
Yeah, they're a powerful horde-based army. If you like hordes, then you're gonna love this army.
Well, I mean, I play Tyranids, so I'll let you guess what I like.
we played a game of 40k, and then he asked if we could play 40k, or John asked if we could play. John asked if we could play Age of Sigmar. I've been talking so much today, I got word spaghetti now. And I said, yeah, sure, we can do Age of Sigmar. And I figured, well, what would you like to play? And then he looked around and was like, well, what about Legions of Nagash? I'm like, oh yeah, you'd love that. You'd love that. That makes sense.
Plus, it was also an army you knew, so you could...
That helps too, yeah. I feel ridiculous that I didn't remember the stupid banner. That's like the de facto banner you take for Legion of Sacrament 2. I've taken it many times. So...
It happens. It's all good.
Yeah. I just hope it didn't really matter.
Oh, trust me, we'll know if it did.
I suspect so. Anyways, guys, that is the end of this game. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more games coming up in the future weeks. And if you're a Vault member, well, there'll be a game paired with this one too. I just have no idea what that game is, though, so I can't make any promises as of the second. But literally after this clip, you'll see what I played. So stay tuned for seconds. And as always, happy wargaming. Hey, Vito and I are gonna do a second game now in the vault. 2,000 points, Demons of Slanesh versus some random Stormcast Eternals. And a little special note, Vito just got his new dice in. Are you excited?
Very excited.
Somewhat? Alright, we'll see how...
Maybe somewhat. I said I'm very excited.
Somewhat excited. He's like, yeah, they look okay.
Well, yeah, they're amazing.
Those are his words! If you guys want to see how these dice perform, as Vito dusts off his demonettes, come check it out in the vault. As always, see you guys next time, and yeah, happy wargaming.